All right.
Well, everything dropped off here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Good Movies Podcast. Our guest this week is Katie Warman.
Hey, Katie.
Hi.
How's everybody doing? We got Sean, we got Mike, we got Kenny, we got myself. Sorry, I'm kind of out of it today, so I apologize. But our show this week is going to be about found footage movies. It's Katie's pick and one of her favorites. So, kind of
cool.
So how does everybody feel about those movies? I kind of like I kind of like the found footage movies. I haven't seen tons of them, but I've seen a few here and there. Of course, for me, I guess it started with Blair Witch Project. With like most of us, I guess that was one of my first personally.
Yeah.
And kind of seen a few after that. So, what's kind of your favorite movie, Katie?
I never actually saw the Blair Witch whenever it first came out. And honestly, it's not really my favorite. And it's probably because I didn't see it whenever it first came out. So, because it was really, a phenomenon whenever it first came out. So, but kind of my first introduction to it was, I think, it was either Cloverfield or Quarantine. And I didn't even like actually I didn't really like found footage whenever it first came out. It took a couple of movies to actually get me into it, but yeah, I really love it now. So one of my favorite subgenres for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was the one that did? What made you change your mind? What movie changed your mind?
I'm not really sure, actually. I think it just watching more of them in the different kinds of ones, like how there's possession ones and then there's alien ones and there's like the haunted house type of ones, and there's just, and they're all different, and there are a couple of sucky ones, but most of them I do actually like, even if they're kind of a slow burn. But like Paranormal Activity, at least like the first one, I still don't really like. I do need to watch it again, at least the first one. But I like the marked ones, and Ghost Dimension, and I still need to see Next to Kin, but I like those ones a lot better than like the first one. I thought that one was just really boring, even though that again was like a phenomenon when it first came out. But I thought it was the most boringest thing I've ever seen in my life. But it was the other ones that I really liked and really got into. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry, Sean.
Oh, it's okay. I was just gonna say I saw the first Paranormal Activity. That's the only one I've seen, and I liked it. I saw Blair Witch at the theater, but I think Blair Witch had the added attraction of that, like the special that was on, I think, Sci-Fi beforehand, that led everybody to believe it was real. So everybody was like, thought it was real, and then I remember everybody being disappointed when the movie was over. They were like, "That's it. That's the movie." Yeah, I found footage for me. It's a weird genre because it if it follows the rules, it's a little limiting. So sometimes it has to break the rules of its own rules, like to kind of get around that. So it's always interesting to see what filmmakers are going to do with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess Blair Witch was the first one I saw, like a lot of people. Yeah, I was gonna ask if, like, is the paranormal activity series part of it, but I guess it is. So yeah, the first one of that was pretty good, and the second one I thought But I really like the VHS, the first VHS one. And,
Yeah,
I can't remember if I saw the second one or not, but I really did. It really got me. I'm trying to think of what other ones. But I don't know. I think VHS. I'm a really big fan of that one.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen on VHS, but I think the very first story, the very first tape they find in that about the vampire girl, that I think I'd like to see a whole movie about that because I thought that was pretty interesting. That whole thing. I don't know. I thought that was like one of the best of the VHS. There's a couple others in there that are pretty good, but I like that.
How many VHS movies are there now? Is it like 5?
There's 6. They just released 85. So there's VHS, VHS 2, VHS Viral, then VHS 99, VHS 94, and VHS 85 just got released.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I really love the VHS movies because not only is it found footage, but it's also an anthology, and that's another favorite subgenre, or if that's even considered a subgenre. But I love anthology movies too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
Yep.
Big subgenre.
Yeah, I'd like to check out a couple of the other ones. I've only seen the first one myself.
Yeah, I thought that I had seen at least the first 3, but I had watched VHS and then 2 and then Viral, and I guess maybe I had never seen 2 and Viral because I just watched them to kind of freshen my memory for this stream, and yeah, I didn't recognize 2 or Viral, so maybe I'd never seen those actually, but they were good.
Yeah.
I really like the first one. I think the best out of those first 3 at least, because I haven't really watched the newest 3 at least.
Now, would you put? Have you seen Scare Package, Katie?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, would you put that in the genre of found footage?
Huh?
Would you put that in the genre of found footage, or would you put that in like anthology, like the Creepshow series?
I can't actually I know it is an anthology, but I can't remember if it is actually a found footage or not.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good question. I'll have to watch it again. I can't remember.
Well, like I was saying earlier, Kenny, the movies are kind of presented like it's like one of those I don't really know, but it's kind of presented like they're each actual movies because they're supposedly for rent in the video store. So I don't know if there's so much found footage. I don't really know because they're all shorts, so it's kind of a weird thing. But they're not to me. To me, found footage needs to be shot POV style to be considered found footage. That's why I watched me and Kenny watched Pyramid, and the problem with Pyramid though is it's I guess it's fine. It breaks your rules. It tried to do all right, but it has it has a lot of like coverage shots in there where you see the cameramen, the people who's shooting. I know the girl supposedly has the camera around that she's wearing, but some of the shots are like of both of them, so it kind of breaks the POV in there, which kind of pulls me out of it. Other than that, I think the end of that movie's a favorite. I'm like a real big, into like the pyramid stuff and like ancient civilizations and things like that. So some of the stuff early on is not my favorite, but I thought the pharaoh at the end, the monster is like really well done. I thought the CG on that's like looks really good, and the whole finishing sequence was really excellent.
Yeah.
Where did you guys catch that, the Pyramid?
It was on HBO, wasn't it? HBO Max, I believe.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that one out.
But
oh, sorry.
It had good. I'm sorry. It had good sets as well, though. I thought the sets looked pretty good in that movie. So
yeah, I thought the overall, like, with you know how like the found footage is always, because I was telling John I can't take a shaky camera because it kind of makes me like kind of sick a little bit. So with all like the moving and stuff like that, it just like kind of just like really makes you nauseous. It makes me nauseous anyway, you know.
Hmm.
And yeah, so it was like that kind of like, because we were also talking about. Did you guys see Apollo 18?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay,
You know, I haven't seen
that's
that.
a good one.
I
Yeah,
still
that's a
haven't
good
seen
one
that.
too.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, I like the premise of that one. I thought that one was really cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
the
completely.
one?
What did you say again? Which one?
Is that an asylum movie?
I don't
No.
think so. No,
I don't
it
think
was
so. No.
no.
Oh, okay.
it has been at Dollar Tree, Katie. So
Oh, okay.
if because I love asylum movies and I love my Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
Also,
no, me
Hamilton
too.
Book, not a sponsor, but come on, Hamilton Book.
I've got it. I'm not going to be able to find it. No, I don't think. I can't remember who released Apollo 18. I can look it up. Or Kenny can.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Kenny's
sorry.
Kenny's faster on his phone than I am on my
I'm faster
computer.
on my phone. I got it right here, IMDb.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that.
Dimension.
Well, I forgot that what we do in the shadows was found footage, but it is. I hadn't watched it in a long time. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not.
I
Taika
still haven't.
Waititi's movie.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a horror comedy. It's really funny. They've got a TV show, but I've never watched it yet. I need to check it out. Excuse me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I tried checking out the TV show, but for some reason I couldn't really get into it. I mean, I only tried one episode, but I guess just at the time I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah,
And
the movie's really good. Like
Sean said, it's on from Dimension, and it's on from the good people of Tubi, Apollo 18.
No, it's on Tubi.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Tubi plug.
which one is that?
Apollo 18.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Tom Hanks movie, right? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
just
don't think Apollo 18 had the food budget for 2 days on Apollo 13.
Yeah. You ever see the? I think that's that was in God. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Arrested Development. Did you guys ever watch that show? There's an episode where there's like an episode. It's kind of like a meta episode where it they go to actually Ron Howard's office because Ron Howard's like the voice, like the voiceover for the show, and he they actually go to his office, and like inside his office is actually the lunar module, and they like get inside of it. They like climb up inside of it like a secret conference he's having, so nobody can hear him talking. But it's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's like one of the great comedy television shows of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Or maybe the last 20 years, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't watch it too much. I'm starting to get into watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia a little bit.
That's excellent. Yeah, that's another one that's very underappreciated.
Yeah,
I think it's got a pretty good fan base, but let's see. Have you seen? Like I was saying, I haven't seen a lot of these movies. Have you seen this? Like I guess it's REC, record or whatever.
Rec.
Yeah, rec, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a part 2 also.
Mhm.
That one, yeah.
I
haven't
think
seen
there's 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay.
I haven't seen any of them yet, though.
It sounds kind of interesting.
The first one's really, really good.
Yeah, they have Rec 2 as higher ranked. It's got them ranked on here. I'm not saying this is just an IMDb ranking or something like this, but it's ranked higher than the first one. So sounds pretty interesting. In order to see, yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
There's another one I've seen on here looked pretty good.
One of my favorite ones, which I think I only watched it once, so I do need to rewatch it. But it's The Possession of Michael King.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
that one I think was a really good one. And then there's also Area 51. Those are more sci-fi kind of than horror. But there's Area 51 and I think it's Forgetting or Phoenix Forgotten or Forgetting Phoenix, something like that. Those are both alien ones, but those were both really good too. It's been a while since I watched them, and I couldn't find them to try to watch them before we did this stream, so I can't exactly remember what they were about, but I just know that those ones stuck in my head so much that they were just some of the most awesome found footage movies that I remember ever seeing. So,
yeah, they say that. Oh, sorry, Sean. I was going to say that The Last Exorcism is considered a found footage. I haven't seen that though. I saw it on it's on Netflix, I believe, or it was.
There's 2 of them, and yeah, but I can't remember because I know sometimes they'll do that, like with Blair Witch, because there's a second Blair Witch movie, but that one's not found footage. But yeah, I think they're both found footage movies. And yeah, those are both pretty good too.
Okay.
And then there's I did watch a movie called Hell House. Have you guys seen those?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet though.
Yeah, I watched 2 of those a couple days ago. I didn't watch the third one, but the first 2, those ones are really good.
Okay. Sound pretty good.
And then the house, or is it House or Houses that October built? Have you seen those?
Yes, I watched the first one. I didn't really care for it because I didn't like the people in it. They were like really usually with these found footage movies, you have people that are actually kind of likable, you know. And this, I didn't find any of them likable.
Oh, okay.
So, because Mr. Dan, if you're watching, recommended it, and he goes, "Well, if you didn't like the first one, you're not going to like the second one either," because they were also on Tubi. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the second one, but I remember liking the first one.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a minute though. And then there's Devil's Due, and there's so many out there. I even started making a list because I was like, man, I gotta start making a list because there's literally so many out there that I can't even remember them all. And I do have quite a bit because I went on a journey looking all of these freaking found footage. How many are there and where can I find them? And then there's one, I don't own this one, but it's one that I did want to see because on Shudder they did that documentary about the found footage phenomenon or whatever. And one of the directors that was on there directed this movie called Hate Crime. And so I wanted to check that movie out just because of the name of it. I wanted to see, okay, what kind of hate crime is it going to be? What are they talking about? And so yeah, that movie was pretty bad. It was pretty messed up. And yeah.
Katie, is that about a Jewish family?
Yeah.
Okay, that's also on Tubi. So
it is. Okay.
If you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, I can't remember where it may have been Tubi that I watched that on. I couldn't remember where I watched it, but yeah, it was on one of the streaming services. But yeah, I did watch it because I didn't own it. But yeah, I was just really curious about what kind of hate crime and what was going to happen and everything. But yeah, that one was a little bit disturbing for sure. As far as found footage movies go, they really went for it.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm a big proponent of Tubi. I love Tubi. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no,
usually,
for sure.
usually like a lot of the stuff on Hamilton Book, if you look, like especially like the hard DVDs, and you don't want to spend like $6 on one, they're usually on Tubi.
Yeah,
So
Mhm. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff on Tubi.
yeah, I love it because you can find anything on there, and it's usually on there. And like a
Yeah.
lot, they have like I'm not a big fan of like the Wild Eye independent horror movies
uh-huh.
because they're kind of hit or miss. Like you see, like some of them, that are what's the hell is his name, Dustin Ferguson or something like that, or the Bologna Brothers or something. And
Uh-huh.
these movies look like they're just like acted by like middle school kids, you know.
Yeah,
And it's just like, and they get good ratings on IMDb because you're like, if you're like looking for stuff to watch or something, and you just put that on there because they had like one that was like, it got like a 8.5, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be like Godfather or something like this. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just like you turn it on, it's like, what crap is this?
yeah,
Yeah, some of those Wild Eye movies, you could mistake them for found footage movies because they look like somebody just picked up a camera and just started filming.
And shot it. It's like
Yeah.
Freddie Larry, go behind the garage and then come out spooky and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know it was so easy to make a movie these days. So, hey.
Well, apparently the Bologna Brothers and this Dustin Ferguson's been making a career of it, man. Because, I mean, I like cheesy stuff, but man, these movies are just like awfully bad.
Yeah, they're
Well, some of the new Trauma stuff's like that too. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's terrible. It's not nothing like the old days of Trauma where they tried to actually make movies,
right.
Yeah.
Hey, John, did you see the Toxic Avenger box set? I think it just came
No,
out.
I knew it's come out, but I didn't buy it. I have the collection on Blu-ray. I just don't know if
Yeah, is it
I
worth
really want to
4K?
replace it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it probably looks pretty good, but I don't. How much does it cost? Like $100 or something, or more?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I could probably be okay
But-
without that one.
Right.
But I really did like this movie. I did like this a lot. Area
Oh, yeah.
51.
Yeah, I saw that you put that on Instagram. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
check that out.
But that was a good recommendation, Katie. Thank you. Area 51.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
I
that
liked
one.
it. Yeah, I like the UFO stuff quite a bit. If it's done pretty well, I thought that was kind of a different take. There's no way in hell they could ever get into Area 51 the way
Right.
they did. But-
Yeah. Well, I wonder if there's anything in Area 51 because I live about 10 miles from the Gold Vault in Fort Knox, where all the gold is supposed to be stored. And there's a lot of rumors that there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Area 51 is there, but there's nothing in there. You know what I mean? I wonder if
Right.
it's just.
Well, they definitely test like experimental aircraft there, but
Mhm.
as far as UFOs, who knows?
Yeah.
I want to believe, as
Yeah.
Fox Mulder had on his wall, but I want to believe, but till I'll have to see it to believe it kind of person,
Mhm.
Have you seen the Poughkeepsie tapes?
No,
I've
I
heard
didn't
of it.
watch that one. That one looks really good.
Yeah.
Which one? The
Poughkeepsie
McPherson
tapes?
tapes?
Yeah. Poughkeepsie
McPherson?
tapes.
Oh, there is one called The Fourth Kind with Milia Jakovic.
Oh yeah.
I like
I've seen
that
that.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
was
seen that
good.
one in a while, but I need to rewatch it because
That's
I
a really
swear-
good one.
yeah, I forget movies really quickly unless I watch them,
You're right, Dan. They are rough.
in between. I kind of forget them, but I know that was a good one. And of course, who doesn't love Milia Jakovic? So
Yeah, she's not bad
Yeah.
on the eyes.
yeah, for sure. She is absolutely gorgeous.
She's no Sandra Bullock now. Calm down. That's my favorite actress, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock over her?
Sandy B.
Yes,
Hey, to each their own.
that's it. That's why they make pepperoni and cheese pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's right, John. Poughkeepsie Tapes is a completely different movie.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I got the name of that movie wrong. You're right. It's the McPherson Tapes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking I saw that. Like I was reading some stuff earlier. I thought I saw the Poughkeepsie Tapes, but
Yeah, that's about a murder. I don't think
okay.
it's found footage. It's something else. I
Oh,
screwed
okay.
up the title.
Yeah, the McPherson tape's also called the UFO abduction.
Yeah.
There is another found footage one. I think it's called like Alien Abduction or something like that. It is another found footage one that's really good too.
Is that the one like that came out in the early '90s, Katie?
No,
They were doing all the like the alien autopsy movies.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there you go. Look at John pulling that out. Good job, John.
Yay.
Well, the thing is, the McPherson tapes got passed around for a long time in UFO
Mhm.
circles as real, being
Yeah.
real, and it finally came out that no, it was just the movie they made.
Yeah.
Because it's actually pretty well done. I don't know if
Yeah,
you've
it is.
seen
It's
it,
very
yeah.
well done.
True
Yeah,
found footage.
I had a movie night at my house one night, and I didn't tell anybody what we were going to watch, and we watched The Fourth Kind, and I didn't tell anybody about it. That it was a movie, and the people were thinking that it was real, which was hilarious. So
Oh wow.
I wasn't going to tell them otherwise. It was ruin the fun.
isn't it actually based on a true story or supposed true story?
Yeah, that's the thing. They say it's based on a true story, but I guess it's really not.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, sort of like Fargo. It's based on a true story, but it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Phoenix Forgotten? It sounds pretty cool. It's not really high rated on here, but
Yeah,
it's
Katie was talking about that.
Yeah,
Is that the one you were talking about? I'm sorry. I've been kind of out of it.
No, you're good.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
John,
sounds
when
cool,
you were
but-
going through the ratings before everybody got on with me, and it was like, I think out of 100, I think Pyramid was 76,
Yeah.
like graded, and I thought that was a pretty good
Yeah.
movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
that
don't
sounds
ever
pretty cool.
trust what other people's opinions are. I always like to grade it or rate it for myself because I like movies that other people think are dog shit. So
Agreed.
yeah.
Well, I agree with that, except for Disney movies.
Yeah, no, I'm done with Disney now. Like seriously, I am done with Disney. Except for we are going to the movie theaters tomorrow because they're doing the 30th anniversary for Nightmare Before Christmas. But they're playing that with Hocus Pocus at the drive-in. So that'll be
cute.
awesome to see both of those together. So, but those are old Disney. So I mean, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait. That'll be so exciting.
I was gonna say, is anybody gonna see the Five Nights at Freddy's thing? I know one of my boys is really excited about it, but I never got into that. But
It's on the Peacock now, Mike, if you want to watch it.
oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's thing
Yep.
already?
It's on
Oh, is
Peacock.
it?
Yeah.
It's a
okay.
simultaneous
I-
release, isn't it?
Oh,
I-
okay.
Obviously, I haven't seen it. I can't judge it for myself, but I just passed by. It was a place that I would never get a review from, but it said it basically was saying it was not very good. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what I heard.
It
Yeah.
said it was boring. It said there wasn't anything to it. The headline said that. That's all I've seen about it, but that's all I can comment on it. It was one I was actually kind of wanting to see. When I seen the previews, I was like, yeah, I might see that.
What?
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that a long time ago. Like, was it a game or something?
Yeah, it was a game.
Okay.
It was like a mobile game, I think.
Okay.
Maybe at first. I don't know. It was about 8 years ago. My kids
Yeah.
were little and they were all into it. And I just.
Yeah, I kept seeing stuff like if I go to GameStop or something, there'd be like Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise, and I was like, "What is this?" And now they're making it into a movie, and I'm like, Okay, that's like the worst timing ever.
Yeah, it took them like
Another-
7 or 8 years to do it. So that's bad. That's a bad sign, also.
Wow.
Right.
With all the problems, off and on problems.
Another movie on here that's really good is Troll Hunter. I don't know if you guys have seen.
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah. I love that
That's
movie.
That's a great.
That's a great movie.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I do own it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, you watch it tonight. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's excellent. No, yeah, it's really good actually. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like kind of fantasy, kind of
Yeah.
fantasy world, or I guess fantasy based on. I guess it's. I don't know if is it Norway? Is that where, or is it? It's said here a second ago.
Norway, Finland, Sweden, somewhere up there.
It said right here. I thought it said a minute ago when I was looking at it. It said, but yeah, but it's like I think it might be kind of like Norwegian folklore as well.
Yeah.
The trolls and yeah, it's kind of based on that. But
Cool.
it's really cool.
Mhm.
It's about this guy obviously hunts trolls.
Yeah.
To simplify it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know this isn't found footage, but I was going to ask, has anybody seen the what is it, the Winnie the Pooh one?
Oh.
Blood and Honey?
Blood and Honey, yeah.
Not yet. I did just see actually the Steelbook the other day over at my Walmart, and I really wanted to pick it up, but I got some other stuff instead, actually. So,
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Some of that with you guys here in a little bit, if you guys don't mind.
What is that?
Some of the stuff that I picked up, I was going to with you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah,
collecting stuff on
Please
here.
share.
Yeah, there was a newer release I saw recently, Infinity Pool. Did anybody see that? It's
Not
directed by David Cronenberg's son. I can't think of his first name. But it was pretty trippy. It's a lot more sci-fi than horror, but it's really crazy.
Yeah, I picked up the Steelbook for that. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Brandon
It's trippy though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and it's got Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Skarsgård.
For some reason, I thought that was thought that one was an A24 film, but I guess it's not because they're on the back or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it is. No, I have it. I believe it's not now. But there's one A24 I do want to rewatch is what's the one starts with an M. I always forget this.
Midsummer?
Midsummer or whatever.
Oh,
we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
so.
we were talking about that right before the show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Midsummer.
And none of us have seen it.
Yeah, all
it's
three
crazy.
of us picked it up. I think
All three of us own
it.
We haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I watched it only one time, but that's a movie you can watch multiple times and get all kinds of stuff out of it. But it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
In a good way.
Down to watch it.
Yeah.
I need to watch Hereditary again.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
One
that's a messed up movie.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's good though.
Creepy. Yeah, it's a good creepy movie.
I like Toni Collette, so.
Yeah,
she should have been nominated for an Oscar for that movie. I don't care what anybody says. She was fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Well, I felt John Goodman should have got nominated for the Cloverfield Lane movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I thought he was damn good in that movie.
Yeah. That was an amazing performance. I totally agree with you.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot to say that Phoenix Forgotten's it's $11.99 on Amazon right now. So
which one?
Phoenix Forgotten. Yeah,
that's
$11.99.
That's based on the Phoenix Lights that UFO sighting, right? Yeah.
Now that's kind of missing some chats there, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's hard to dismiss. The Phoenix Lights, it's from pretty. I thought probably all of us have seen the footage of it, but that's got excellent eyewitness reports, and they basically I think it was the governor or the mayor of Phoenix they came out and tried to spoof it and like wore like an alien mask and basically
Yeah.
had to come back out a couple days later and apologize because people got
Yeah.
so many people had actually saw it, and and they were like, this is bullshit,
Well,
Mr. Dan said I almost got Midsummer a few times, but I keep passing. Yeah, that's I've heard a lot of mixed reviews with it. Mostly good reviews for it, but
Yeah.
I think it was like
watch it.
that was $5, Dan. That's why I think I picked it up on the Amazon.
I think a good double feature would be that one and The Wicker Man, because they're kind of
Which one?
The first,
I'm thinking.
the original,
The Christopher Lee one.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen. So
I've seen that. I think on Joe Bob. I think Joe Bob had him on, and
Which
I
one
really
is that?
enjoyed that. The original Wicker Man.
Wicker Man
What's the one
with Christopher Lee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's the name of the one we were talking about earlier, Kenny? That was on.
Yeah, that's one of the things I just picked up.
Oh, Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice release.
That is really nice, Katie.
Nice.
Doesn't it have like 4 discs or something?
It has no, just 2, just the 4K and the Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when I saw this, that Best Buy was releasing it, or I mean, Lionsgate was releasing one, because they are such beautiful steelbooks that I was like, oh my god, I have to get that, because I've never seen the original. I've only seen the Nicolas Cage one, so I have to get this. And then this was the only one left in stores, so I was really lucky.
Yeah, I have an older Blu-ray release of it, but it's supposed to be a new cut. Like there's like 3 cuts of the film, and
it says the final cut, Reborn in Glorious 4K, the 50th anniversary release.
Yeah.
But
isn't it funny that Best Buy was talking about like not selling physical media anymore, and then they released like a really cool steelbook? It's like, okay.
Right.
I know. I swear to God, I cannot believe Best Buy is doing this. Like, I am so pissed off.
Yeah, I mean they and they released the Man Who Fell to Earth steelbook. I got that one, the David Bowie movie, and I mean they've done some really cool stuff, and now they're just like, okay, we're not going to do it no more. It's like, okay,
I know, what the hell, man. I mean,
stupid asses.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could understand them not wanting to maybe do it in store, but online too. What the fuck? Sorry for my language, but god damn it.
No, I completely agree with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I could at least do it online. Like
because I mean, there are people like us. There are plenty of us's, who are in this exact same way. Like, at least still fucking do it online. There are plenty of us people. Like, you are literally still making announcements for new releases that people are still wanting to buy. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I heard a rumor that since Hollywood is like not making new stuff right now, that physical media has had a really good year. I mean, even before the strike and everything, and people are buying Blu-rays still, 4Ks and stuff.
Yeah, I think the pandemic kind of saved physical media a little bit, or at least give it a big boost.
Yeah, a little boost.
Yeah. I don't think it was going to die or nothing. Like, I'm not being like that, but I'm not saying it's dying. But I think it helped it tremendously, especially in the boutique market, especially.
Yeah.
Well, they say that it's going away and it's dwindling, but then they say it was a $2 billion market last year.
Yeah.
Why would you turn your nose at $2 billion? I mean,
it tells you something. When the Arrow 4K of Bruce Lee, that big box set, it like sold out in a week. That tells you something.
Yep.
Because that's easily 3,000 copies, if not a little bit more. For the red one, the yellow one, I think you can still get, but the red case was everybody wanted that one. It sold out so it's always a good sign.
I really just don't understand it, because there are still, like, even just the average person, not just collectors like us, but just the average person still every once in a while still obviously buys movies, you know? I
Right.
mean,
Mhm.
DVDs are still like what top seller or whatever.
Right.
So I mean, it's just like I don't why are you getting out of the game? Like
Yeah.
I really don't understand it.
I think DVDs are still a strong seller because a lot of older folks, older than us older folks,
Yeah.
they're still like they never made that transition over to Blu-ray and stuff. Like my parents, they
Mhm.
don't, or my dad, he so there's a lot of people. I guess they still buy them like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing we might be able to that might help though is maybe unfortunately Amazon might pick up the slack on Steelbook because they've been putting out more Steelbooks, and maybe
Yeah.
they'll pick up that
Walmart too.
that
They've
void.
put out a lot of
Yeah.
exclusives lately.
Mhm.
So maybe
Yeah, like
Walmart will
the
dominate. I don't know.
But
yeah.
the
I
problem,
picked. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
I
gonna
was
I was gonna say to Katie, I picked up that Steelbook at Walmart of Maximum Overdrive. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten that one yet. I really want to though, because that is a gorgeous steelbook too for only $20. Yeah.
Wow.
It was, I think it was less than that when I got it. It wasn't
Oh, was
even.
it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it since back in the store, but so I was lucky I got the one I got, but I think it was like $12. Honestly, it wasn't very
Oh,
much.
damn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna argue about it. It was like
Right? No kidding. I wouldn't either.
there, take my money.
Was that
Right?
4K
Yeah.
or Blu-ray? Because I got was that 4K or Blu-ray? Because I thought did it come out on 4K? Because I've got it, but I can't remember which version I've got though.
Well, that Steelbook is a Blu-ray. It's just a Blu-ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't remember. I might just have it on. I can't remember. I have to look up.
Well, it's
over there.
basically it's basically the same Vestron one that came,
Yeah.
with a retro cover slipcase. It's the
Mhm.
same one as that. It's just got a different Steelbook art.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say earlier, go ahead, Katie.
Sorry. Groove is another place too, because they put out
Oh yeah.
that dual steelbook
Oh,
exclusive
yeah.
to them.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that. I think it's supposed to be out next month.
Yeah. I haven't gotten it yet, but I do want to because that's Stephen King, right?
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
That's
Yeah.
See, okay.
Yeah.
They're both
Right.
Stevens. I got to get credit for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Ah,
still
that guy.
that's still a damn good movie.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, no. They got a lot more now actually than they have in a little while over at Groove.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because they also released I think it was like 8 Mile for an exclusive 4K last year. I did grab that one because who doesn't love 8 Mile? But them and then yeah, Hamilton Book I know just added a few more too. But yeah, I swear I hate being obsessed with steelbooks because it's like they're so expensive, and now I'm also kind of worried that like steelbooks might be going up in price for like the eBay scalpers and stuff like that once Best Buy stops selling their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my concern a lot about it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
know. We'll have to see.
Well, it's like the special ones that, like the dual one that Groove is offering, kind of like how Best Buy's doing their exclusives and stuff. So I would think Best Buy should still be in the market online at least,
Right?
Right.
Like at least online. Like, I mean, you could still be making your money, just
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to have it in your store then, you could still be making some money online. Like, why are you stopping that avenue of revenue or whatever? I don't get it.
Yeah.
But
I like to see their metrics and exactly why they justify getting rid of physical media. I like to see all those numbers. Yeah.
I know, right?
I mean, what are
I
they
have a
going to
feeling
put?
they're about to go out of business. That's what I was going to say earlier. I think they're going.
Yeah,
I think the
maybe.
stores is going to go out of business. I think they've had trouble because I know for a fact the last couple of years they've laid off a lot of people, and their stores have been basically run by skeleton crews for the most part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they only controlled 4% of the physical media marketplace anyway. So I mean, them leaving
Yeah.
isn't really that big of a deal. I mean, it is for collectors and steelbooks and all that, but they weren't selling that much of what was out there anyway. So
hmm Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like what are they going to? It's like what are they going to do? Remove their Blu-ray shelves and expand the vacuum cleaners or something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally that's what they've been doing.
Yeah. But it's like,
Also, just watching other people's channels. I seen Best Buy getting a lot of what are they called? The figures, the mecha figures.
yeah, the NECA ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're real high end, expensive, like like Terminator or
Michael Myers.
yeah,
Michael Myers,
yeah, all that,
yeah.
all those like little figure toy things.
Mhm.
The
They've
tchotchkes.
been-
I picked up 2 when we went there. Here, I'll show you. I got
Cool.
Elvira.
Oh wow.
that's
Oh
neat.
sweet.
Yeah, I seen a picture of that. I think today on Instagram. That looks really cool. Yeah, I like Elvira.
Yeah, she was $34.99.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. That's cool.
because I don't see, at least I haven't seen this one out in the wild very often. Found Pinhead.
Oh nice.
Nice.
Oh,
So I
that's
was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
let me go ahead and grab him.
Nice.
Because I did see Michael there too and everything, but I was like, you know what? I've never seen, like, this one seems so much rarer to find him out in the wild. And he was $34.99 too. So I
Nice.
grabbed those two. Because it's weird too, because I used to be nothing but just movies. Like, I cared nothing about figures and everything, but now I'm getting more and more into figures and collectibles and all different kinds of stuff revolving around collecting and stuff. It's still all movie related, but
Right.
it's crazy how much I've expanded.
What's the company that makes like the little like 3 3/4 ones? What's it called?
Funko?
Funko Pops.
No, not Funko. What's it called? They do a lot of. That's on the tip of my tongue. I didn't think of it.
Is it React? Something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's
Or,
another name.
AXN, or
I think it has something to do with 7.
Best AXN makes some too. Best it's supposed to be like Bex Action or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah, I think it's the company's like Reaction or something, but they're also called
Retro
something else.
7 or something.
Yeah, they've done a lot of cool stuff here lately.
I think because a couple of years ago, I kind of got into some toy hunting when they were releasing like a lot of the Masters of the Universe, the original re-releases of the original guys, and some other things. I think the most addictive thing is the hunting part of it. It's actually really addictive hunting the collectible toys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think with being collectors, we just, our brains have that part. It's just the hunting part of it, and it can switch from thing to thing sometimes. And I think that's what it is, because I've accumulated so many movies already that sometimes it's hard to find actual movies that I don't already own. So that's why it's kind of going for the toys and figures and stuff, kind of. Yeah.
Well, I think it's also, I was thinking today, like I collect like Hot Wheels and stuff like that.
That's nice. That's really
cool. The Super Sevens, is that what that is?
Yeah, Super 7 and Reaction.
Super 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. I got a couple things, but there's a whole big series of these. I don't have a lot of figures, but I have a few.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah,
that's really neat.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, these are what are these called? Or RCN? They're Migos, what they are.
Oh,
Migo
okay.
monsters,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got several of them up here. I'm not going to pull them all off because they're on hooks, but I've got Creature from the Black Lagoon, Ultraman, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. I've got Willy Wonka.
Ooh.
Got Bruce Lee. I got I got the Frankenstein monster and
Right.
Dr. Frankenstein. And I got the Mummy, and I got the reptile from Hammer as well.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
That's all. I stopped collecting after that because the stores at the time I was collecting them, they just quit getting anything new. So I kind of quit collecting them.
I only have like 5 NECA figures though. They're all Universal Monster ones. I just slowly been getting those. I think Dracula's the newest one I got.
That one you had up there is really cool. Oh, I like that Frankenstein.
Yeah, the little one. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say there's a Vincent Price one I like a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
But the entire toy market's completely geared towards adults anymore.
Oh yeah,
that's who's out collecting for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying, I've always kind of throughout being a kid and growing up, I've always kind of bought Hot Wheels here and there. But like probably the past 10 years, I've collected them more and more. But like I run into more adults and talk to more people in the aisles about collecting those than I do anything else. Like not just Hot Wheels, but toys in general. I've met more people that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The reason why I had to quit collecting like the Transformers and the He-Man and stuff is just it took up too much space. Like I like to take them out of the box and actually have them posed and stuff. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, I had to finally just box it all up and like put it in storage because I just don't have the room. I got too many movies, you know. And what I was going to say about movie collecting earlier is like it's movies isn't hard to find. Like you don't really have to. You don't have to go to the store and know somebody at the store to get like access to the case and go through the case and find like some kind of treasure hunt or some special find you're looking for. Like you can just order it or you can find it some way. You can go to eBay and find what you want to. It's not but some of the toys and stuff are hard to find. There's like people chase after this stuff and people do crazy stuff and you got to compete with the scalpers a whole lot more. And you just don't seem like the movie market's so flooded that you don't seem to we don't have to worry about it as much. And I think that's great, because I don't like it would drive me nuts if I had to compete like that I know steelbooks are a little bit like that, but as long as you know to order them early, if they were, especially from Best Buy, if you knew to pre-order early, you usually didn't have problems getting them. Best Buy is always weird about certain things that some things you would have to pre-order and then the stores would never get them. And then sometimes they get like 50 copies extra and you see them on the shelves forever. And it's like, why this movie they have so many extras and this other movie they only got a few of, knowing that they would sell the crap out like Spider-Man or something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're just trying to make it limited or something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with John Wick 4 and with The Exorcist. Like those are gone and they have not come back. And they're selling for ridiculous prices, like almost double or triple the price on freaking eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And no. Especially The Exorcist, like that was gone the day it came out. I can't remember for sure about John Wick 4, but I think that might have been gone the day it came out too. But both of those should have pre-ordered. But I figured The Exorcist would have been that way. And I knew I couldn't pre-order it because of the stuff I got the month before. It's kind of the way it's been going here lately. Sleepy Hollow was the one for sure that I knew I was going to pre-order no matter what, because that one, there was no way I was not getting that one because it's Tim Burton and it's Sleepy Hollow. But I didn't think it was going to be that way for John Wick 4, but that
Yeah.
proved me wrong.
Yeah, didn't Sleepy Hollow like sell out real quick? One of the versions of it at first or something.
I'm not sure about Sleepy Hollow. Since I had mine pre-ordered, I didn't really pay attention to how quickly that one sold out.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently it is sold out now because I watched Miranda's video earlier and she said that, yeah, it's sold out and she can't get a copy now because it's sold out and she should have pre-ordered it or something. So I guess, yeah. But
I got it in store. I just went in, but I may have went in on a Tuesday. I might have went in that Tuesday it came out and just got lucky. But I bought it in store, so I don't know how limited it was.
Yeah, that's one I wanted to upgrade. I mean, I do have the Blu-ray, but
I mean, it's an incredible transfer. I mean, it's like one of the. It's an amazing 4K transfer. Have you watched it yet, Miranda? Oh, excuse me, Miranda. Katie, sorry. You just said Miranda.
No, you're good. No, I haven't watched it. I haven't even opened it yet. I don't know if I'm going to actually. I'm very particular. Like it's especially because it's Tim Burton. I don't actually want to open it. I wish I really would have gotten 2 of them so that way I could have one that's open and one stay closed. Because it's very precious to me. That is truly a collectible, not really a movie to me, because I already have I have either DVD copy, of course, or a Blu-ray copy of it. So I don't really think I can open it. It will feel wrong to me, which sounds kind of stupid in a way, but also it just it's a special meaning to me because of how much I hold Tim Burton in my, I don't know. I just hold them very high. So those are very special to me. Just like I finally was able, I do already have a steelbook of the Blu-ray of Nightmare Before Christmas, but today we went ahead and finally picked up the 4K of Nightmare Before Christmas. Because I actually do not like this artwork at all. Like, it is very plain and boring, to be honest.
I think they had a different one. That was, I think, Katie, they had a different one because I think Movie Edge picked it up, and it was a full black cover, and it was 4K. It had Jack on the front. I could be wrong, but I believe that was the one he got.
Blu-ray one where it's a black cover and it's Jack on the back, on just Jack's head. That's the Blu-ray one that I have. I don't know if there is another 4K other than this one.
I think he picked that up from Disney Movie Club.
Okay, yeah.
It might have been an exclusive from Disney Movie Club.
Okay, yeah. I'm part of the Insider or whatever, but not part of the movie club like that. So, but yeah, I thought this was the only one that was 4K, but I just picked it up solely because it's Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of my all-time favorites and obsessions.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of that, watching your channel.
Yeah. So, this is gonna again just stay sealed. It's just solely for my collection, for my Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So, but yeah, I finally picked this up.
That's cool.
Yeah. Because I want to get that in every format. I want to get the laser disc, and I did actually find the vinyl for Nightmare Before Christmas over at Walmart for $30, but we spent a little bit too much over at Best Buy. That gonna save that for a different time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I still have the DVD copy when it first came out, but it was in a special box. It came with something. I can't remember what it is, but well, when it came out, like
I remember
2000,
they came in a clamshell.
Yeah, well, this was like 2007 or 8. It was some kind of DVD
release. One where there's actually, I've looked it up online. I think it's like almost $200, but God, would I love to have it. It's a bust of Jack's head. And I can't remember if I think it is a DVD copy, not a Blu-ray copy, but it's a bust of Jack's head. It's a special collector's edition.
Katie, can you see that?
Is that Is that the
That's
VHS
the
or?
4K. No,
Oh,
this is the
okay.
4K of Nightmare Before Christmas, and
The
it's
movie club.
$21.99 on Amazon.
Yeah, that's the Amazon one.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Is that a steelbook or is that just the regular 4K?
it's the regular 4K. They
Oh.
also have a steelbook too. But yeah, that's the regular 4K. Let me pull up the steelbook. All right, here.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely like that one a lot better.
That's a DVD
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
So I mean, before I would, yeah, oh yeah, that's a DVD. I'm sorry. Yeah, that one is also a steelbook too. The one that I just showed you.
It's a DVD
Yeah, here you
steelbook.
go. This one is a Blu-ray steelbook.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, and
Here's a picture of the one I have. It's like in a box. I don't know if you can see that. It's it's like a box. It's got like 3 discs in it. And
that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't have that one either.
Yeah.
No, I like that one too.
Oh,
And
it's
Katie, the
2
one that I
discs.
just showed you also has a 40-page booklet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I only see if you go, Katie. If you go to Movie Edge's new one, it's on there. It's on his channel. Plug for Mike.
Okay, yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
it was really nice. He might have even got it from Pam from Video Game Movie Time. I'm not. Don't hold me to that. But I get his confused because when you're watching them back to back to back, you know,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you kind of get confused. So that might have been like an earlier one, but I know he picked up, and it was in a black case.
okay.
The one that he picked up of Nightmare Before Christmas, because he picked it out and he showed like everything, you know, the whole contents of it.
Yeah,
Was that-
no, that's awesome.
Was that his October pickup?
Yeah, I think that was his October pickup. Is right,
Okay.
Mike.
Yeah, because the Blu-ray one that I have, that one I got used, so that one is open. So, but that one's just the Blu-ray. And then I do also have a cool collector's edition of the soundtrack, but it's the CD. It's like a hard plastic. I don't know how to. I wish I had it like right in front of me, but I don't even know where it's at right now. My stuff's kind of all over the place. But it's like a hard plastic of Jack's head, but then it's got padding on the inside, and that's where the CD is. And then the booklet inside has all of the lyrics and everything. So that right there would be perfect. I actually have it, I think, on my channel, because my first 2 videos I ever did on my channel was my nothing but my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I remember you pulling out like the pillows and stuff like that of all the Nightmare stuff.
Yeah, because it was actually you know Joe and Marie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her doing her Bambi stuff. She's actually what inspired me to start my channel, and it wasn't movies that inspired me to start off first. It was my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, because she was so obsessed with Bambi. So her obsession with Bambi, me and her talking about that, and so that's why my first 2 very first 2 videos were about my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
it is cool. Yeah, we always get off the subject on our channel.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
We take a
shot. ADD theater.
So yeah,
no problem.
I
was trying to find my Mars. I was going to show Katie my Mars Attacks and Ed Wood laser disc. I don't have my laser disc alphabetized, so
no, do you have those?
Yeah, Laserdisc. Yeah, they're over here
Oh.
somewhere. I might look again when you guys get talking, but I thought I knew where they were, but I can't. Yeah, I did find a couple other cool things I've got on Laserdisc. I found this.
Oh yeah, I got that one too, John.
Oh, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
and I forgot I had this. We were talking about it earlier, but
oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's cool.
Wait, what is that one?
Duel.
Oh, Duel. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Duel.
For some reason, it's kind of flashing whenever you put it up to the.
Oh, yeah, I've got a lot here. My monitors. I'll try to hold it. I'll try to hold it back here if you can see it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
It's hard to see the picture on it. It might show better if I take it out of that. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. I took it out of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now I got a question for everybody, since Katie's like a big Tim Burton fan. Now, do you think because of lack of, like, even if the strike ends today, you know, there's not going to be a production like probably till like what do you say, like March, till they get back in with the writers and with the actors and stuff to start making movies? Would you say?
Yeah, probably.
You know, so that would lead me to think, you know, the stuff that we want to come out on Blu-ray, you know, or say with the Tim Burton's, like The Nightmare Before Christmas, will they make a Mars Attacks Steelbook?
That'd be cool.
4K like
I
that.
agree, Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan says, Duel, I love that movie. We need a die-cast truck. Yes.
Yeah.
If they're liable, have already been one at some point.
I thought the
But they
strike
need to-
actually already ended, did it not?
No, it's still going
the
on.
writer
writer's
strike
strike.
ended. Yep.
Oh, okay.
The Actors Guild's still going.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
Oh, yeah, because Beetlejuice 2 is actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Michael Keaton going to be Beetlejuice again?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody, as far as I know, everybody's coming back. Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton. I don't know about Alec, though. Alec Baldwin. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Is he coming back? Does anyone know?
I haven't
That
heard.
I don't know.
I have no idea. No.
I'll look
As long
up
as they-
IMDb.
As long as they keep the guns away from him, he'll be okay.
Oh my God.
As long as you don't get
Oh.
prosecuted.
No.
The channel.
Yeah.
That situation.
Yeah, it's a messed up.
I mean,
I
my
don't know.
God, after The Crow, you think, how could that possibly happen again?
Yeah. I mean, I think they're really laying it on him, I think. I mean, it was an accident, but
Yeah.
they're really going after him, you know?
One of the channels I watch, they kind of started, they cover a lot of things, America's Untold Stories, but they started coverage of pretty much covering that, and they covered a lot of detail and talked to some of the people on the inside of it. But it was sloppy though. Like the reason why, there was like an ammo bag or something. There was an ammo cart like they had like on set, and they like found like actual real live bullets on it, and it was crazy. Like, and it didn't make any sense. So I don't know if there's been any anything completely hammered out, because nothing's really went to trial yet for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think possibly he might get brought back in. That's what
Yeah.
they've been talking about lately. He might get prosecuted again. So I'm not sure.
Well, see,
He kind of got off in first place. But go ahead, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say he actually fired the weapon, but he didn't knowingly know there was a live round in there. You know,
Right.
that's the job of the what do you call it?
Prop master or
the prop master. Yeah. That, I mean, he's supposed to make sure it's all good to go. I mean, not the actor doesn't have to check all that out, I wouldn't think, beforehand. So they should be going after the other people more so, I think, which they probably are, but
I forget
he's getting he's getting all the press like he deliberately did it or something,
Right.
I think the blame was kind of falling on him because he was the producer of the movie, and
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, he was like the executive or an actual producer of the movie, so that was why he got a lot came down on him. Yeah, like the woman who was the prop master, she was like the daughter of like one of Hollywood's most famous like gun prop masters of and like
Yeah.
it was just a huge mistake. And see, they thought they had been like firing weapons, like they had been like outback target shooting, and they said, well, they weren't doing that or something, but people saw them out back like shooting real, shooting live ammo through some of the guns and stuff like that. And who knows how it happened,
Yeah.
but it's messed up. Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
I just don't think if I'd have, I mean, the thing is he was directed to do pretty much what he did, though. He was supposed to have a close-up shot of him basically firing the weapon, and like it had a live round in it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, even as the producer, it's like you trust that the people you hire to be the prop people, that they're doing their job. You don't have to go behind everybody and make sure everything. You know what I mean? You got
Double
that.
check.
Yeah, because it's like they got a good track record because I think the daughter is like they come from a whole line, a whole family that goes way back as arms people doing weapons and stuff. So they're obviously professional, so but still it's just a horrible accident,
Yeah. I think they may have I don't know if they're going to finish that movie or not. I think they got permission to finish it. I don't know if I'd want to do that if that somebody died on the set, but I guess they had a lot of money invested in it, and they may have had to go in and finish everything.
I mean, they did the same thing with The Crow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't stop anything. They brought somebody else in to film some, darkened ones,
Yeah.
And was it the same thing with Fast and Furious too? After Paul Walker passed away, they had
That wasn't
brother stand in.
Yeah, they had a.
I know he didn't get. But he got killed. He got killed filming it.
During production. Yeah, it wasn't on the set or nothing like that. But,
Didn't his brother come in and like was stand as a stand-in? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they like digitally replaced his face, didn't they?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think most of he's like his back's to the camera though. He's like sitting at a desk or something like that or something.
Yeah.
Like
they right away. September of 24 comes out.
Yeah.
It's scheduled anyway.
Which one?
Beetlejuice 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Dune Part 2.
Oh yeah, movie. Yeah. I really liked the first part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I like the original Dune as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
David Lynch one.
Yeah.
It's almost like a totally different movie in a way because he tried to put that whole book into 2 hours, and it was a hard thing to do. They wanted to cut it so bad because
it's still good.
Yeah.
I remember when that came out in the movie. Sean, you'll remember this too. It was like Sting, Dune. It was like the hell with everybody else, man. The police were like tops, like in the music industry. And I'll never forget the trailer for it. It's like, see Sting as you've never seen him before, Sting. And then it was like, then he went through the whole David Lynch movie. It was like, but it was just like, it was like really funny. Like, if you watch like the early trailers for that, they just basically had Sting like out in front of the movie instead of poor Kyle MacLachlan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I remember renting that at the local mom and pop VHS place, and when me and my dad, we rented it, and they gave us like a dictionary to go with it, like all the terminology. I wish I still had that, but yeah, it was from the movie studio. They gave you a little like it was like a couple sheets of paper with all the different like terminology and stuff, and we got about 15-20 minutes into the movie, and we just looked at each other and went, this isn't for me. So
I have it, Mr. Dan.
I've heard that's
haven't,
really good.
no.
Yeah, that's a good documentary. Yeah.
You haven't seen that. What's it
Yeah.
about, Mike? I mean, as
Well-
far as what's the documentary kind of
that director, I can't think of his first name, that Jodorowsky, he in the 70s he was working out a version of Dune, and they had like sketches and they had all the stuff, and it didn't go any further than that. And it's basically saying like, well, if he was to have directed it, it would be like this, what,
Mhm.
but he's even more way out than, David Lynch was. So there's no telling what, because he did movies like El Topo and some really bizarre stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. But there's a good documentary on that Arrow 4K set that they put out, Dune, the original.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it talks about how David Lynch wanted it longer. It was going to be like 4 hours or 3 hours or something. They were just like, no. They cut it because I think it was the producer was what's his name, De Laurentiis.
Dino De
Oh,
Laurentiis.
Dino
Dino
De
De
Laurentiis.
Laurentiis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, he just was like, no, we can't do that. It has to be 2 hours. So they tried to just compact that whole thing and that's probably why it's so kind of everywhere a little bit,
Yeah.
But I still like it though. I like both versions, but the newer ones are more serious to the book.
That's
and
also
everything.
available on.
Yeah.
More accurate and everything, and special effects are
Well,
way better.
Yeah, the original ones, they well, see, it could have been, he should have compromised and made like a 3 hour with an intermission, because
Mhm.
they still did intermissions in the early 80s. So
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, 1984. I can't remember. I think Amadeus was pretty long, but I can't remember too many long movies around that time.
I think the intermission kind of went out with I think with the Lord of the Rings movies, 'cause I think they wanted to put intermissions in those movies, and he was like, no, I don't want them to run the full 3 hours. So they kind of, they may have went out before then, because there was very few movies that came out in only 90 and 2000 that were really long enough to be in heavy intermission. As far as mainstream stuff goes, I'm not counting,
Yeah.
indie
Yeah.
movies and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Well, have you ever seen Heat from '95? That's a pretty long movie. It's like at least 3 hours.
there's a few. I mean, JFK is pretty long.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess that was done.
And Titanic, yeah. Yeah.
That comes out on 4K. I don't think I own any version of it on DVD, Blu-ray, or anything. So I may pick that up on 4K.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't have any versions of it. I
had
think
it
it may
on
have
VHS.
VHS a
Yeah.
long time. Yeah. Like the
Well, I
two
definitely
tape.
had the
The two
VHS,
tape
because
version.
I remember pre-ordering it from Blockbuster,
Mm.
and I remember going and picking it up, because when I went and picked it up, I'd pre-ordered the full frame version, because that's before I was the cinephile or nothing. I didn't know really about it, and that's still the VHS day, so nobody really,
Yeah.
didn't really care as much about the
You had like
letterbox. But they handed me the letterbox, and I was like, sure, I'll take this, because I'll take it. So I took the letterbox version of it. So
For Titanic.
yeah.
it's like an extreme close up, the full frame version.
No, I took the letterbox, the widescreen.
Oh, I know. Back then. Well, back then, remember on first DVD came out, they always had the full frame you could choose from, or the DVD.
Or the widescreen
I
edition.
always went for full frame. I think a lot of us did before we knew what we were doing.
Oh no, I always went
Yeah.
for widescreen. I remember when. Do you remember when the trilogy came out of Star Wars at
yeah.
Walmart? It was the silver for widescreen and the red for full frame. And I remember being at Walmart, and I remember calling my buddy on the payphone. This was before cell phones too. So I remember calling my buddy from the Walmart, saying, "Dude, they got to start," and he's like, "Oh, make sure it's full frame." So I'm like, "All right," and he's like, So it was like I took it in. And he goes, "Well, what kind did you get?" I said, "I got the widescreen, so you can see the whole picture." And he's like, "Oh, maybe I should have gotten that." And I'm like, "Well, you wanted that one, dude." So
Yeah. Yeah. It took people a while to get used to that.
Well,
Yeah.
some of them came with both on. They had a
Yeah.
flipper disc, or
Flip disc,
Mhm.
yeah.
or they like the Big Lebowski. For some reason, it's kind of a long. It's over. It's over 2 hours. Was it almost 2.5 hours or something like that? 2:15,
Yeah. It's
something
around
like
in
that.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
And both versions were on one side of the disc because you could select which version you wanted. It was like early on
oh wow.
DVDs that had all that information on one side, and both versions looked excellent. So I don't.
Interesting.
That could be some kind of some of those discs that they do that have like options on. I'm wondering if there's like some kind of. Well, no, it had to be two different versions if it was full frame or not. So that's kind of strange how they can compress that much information on the one side of the DVD. So
Yeah. Well, depending on the aspect ratio, I mean, if it was like 1:66, you could barely tell because it's very
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, most things are like 1:85 nowadays, so it's like, but if you put a big wide CinemaScope 235, you're gonna really tell. It's
it's true. I can't remember what that one's done in. I can't remember what the final ratio is on the whole movie because who did the cinematography? Well, it's not Roger Deakins. It's because he worked with them before. Who was their newer cinematographer?
On Big
He's
Lebowski?
big, yeah, because he worked with them on like for the next several movies. He definitely did.
Yeah, I want to say Deakins, but I guess I don't think it is.
I'll have to look it up. Kenny will look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
He's on it.
Roger
the next one?
Deakins.
It was Roger
cinematographer.
Deakins. Okay.
Oh, it was
Okay.
Deakins? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I thought it was somebody else because I know they had worked with him early on as well. At least they'd worked with him with him on one movie at that point, maybe a couple movies at that point. But
he may have did Fargo. That might that might be what it is.
What's the next movie? What's the name of that? The one with John Turturro in it, and the one that takes place. God, why am I going blank tonight on that? Huh? What's the next one after the Big Lebowski on that?
Oh,
you're thinking about Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's crazy. They filmed it in like a bunch of different aspect ratios when they. If you ever released, they filmed it a bunch of. Excuse me, they filmed it a bunch of different film. They filmed it like on 35, and then they filmed it on. They said, what's the big one? 70 millimeter. Some shots filmed at 70 millimeter, and they filmed some of it in black and white, and then colorized portions of it. That's why you get that real vivid, like green. The trees are real vivid in shots because they filmed it in black and white, and then went back and colorized the shots like.
And then they got
polarized it. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then they got like a what do you call it? The where it's kind of brown sepia tone. It's kind of some of it's kind of sepia tone looking.
Yeah,
like a kind of a brownish tint.
Yeah.
Deakins did that one too.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's got a really distinct look to that movie. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was going to say he did a lot of the Coen Brothers movies. Yeah. He did No Country, A Serious Man. Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
He also did 1917. I didn't know that either.
He did. I think he did. I think he did Air America as well. I think that's one was early. But that's not a Coen Brothers movie. But
no, I was just looking up Coen Brothers movies, but I didn't know he did Yeah, he did Barton Fink too. That was a beautifully
Okay.
shot movie.
Yeah.
Barton Fink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did he do Raising Arizona as well?
Oh no, that was the guy that went on to direct the Addams Family movie. What's his name? Yeah, he went on. He directed the first Addams Family, and something else.
Wow, Deakins did Sid and Nancy too.
Yeah, he's been around. I don't know if he. I don't see his name anymore. I don't know if he retired. I think he's been around quite a few years. Late 70s to early 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Owen Roisman did Addams Family. He was the photographer.
Well, he was a direct. Yeah, the director was a cinematographer first.
Barry
what's his
Sonnenfeld.
name? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then he went on to be a director after that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't done a whole lot of stuff in a long time. Barry Sonnenfeld, so. Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen him in a while. Do anything?
Yeah, he did like the Men in Black movies, or at least the first one. Yeah, he did all three of them. Okay.
Yeah, the last thing he produced was.
What were you referring to, Mr. Dan? It would cost like $200 million, but it got the creative forces behind Alien together. What were you referring to, Mr. Dan?
I think
we kind
that
of
John Roski's Dune.
Is that what he was talking about? Is that what
Yeah.
he was talking about? Okay.
I think so.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, we kind of moved. We kind of
jump around
past that. Sorry, we haven't been engaging our guests. Sorry, Katie. Sorry.
Oh,
That's kind of our thing on here. We kind of get off topic and talk.
We just
Katie, besides lost found footage ones, what's your favorite horror movies? Some of your horror faves.
Well, Chucky is my favorite out of all the franchises. Specifically, Bride of Chucky is my favorite.
I like that one.
The Chucky movie.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Trying to think.
Do you like the Freddy movies?
Yeah, Freddy is my second favorite out of all the franchises because I love their personalities. Is what it is. Is they're fucking assholes, and I love it. I'm here for it. I really do. I love their personalities. I mean, yeah, Jason and Michael and all are good because they're creepy because the whole silent thing and everything, and you can't see their faces and stuff. It's cool, but I like Chucky and Freddy because they're fucking assholes and in a funny way. So that's honestly why they're my favorites out of all of them.
What's your favorite Freddy one? Your favorite Freddy one?
I'm not sure. I think kind of the first one, actually.
Okay.
I may need to rewatch them all again because honestly, I've seen the first one the most. I really don't like. I mean, I do, but I don't like Freddy versus Jason as much as you think that I would. But yeah, I think the first one is one of my favorites for Freddy. I do not like the remake. He does not have the personality that Robert Englund gives Freddy. He doesn't have that smartassness to him. That's for sure. In the good asshole sense, like he's just not Robert Englund. He's
right.
So yeah. But I will say though, for the remake for Child's Play, with Mark Hamill. I really actually liked that one. It took it in a different direction, but in a good way. That I really enjoyed. Like he wasn't like, it was a whole different movie in my opinion, but again, in a good way. Like, yeah, so I really enjoyed that take, and plus I love Mark Hamill. He's Joker, for God's sake, so I fucking love that. So sorry, I have not seen the Star Wars movies, so he's not Luke Skywalker to me. He's
Well,
Joker.
it was nice having you, Katie.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry.
Bye-bye.
Like,
I do want to watch him though. Joe, my boyfriend, he never ever lets me forget that when we tried to watch the first Star Wars movie, I fell asleep. And he would not let me live it down. And I keep telling him, I want to give it another shot. I want to watch it again. And I have some of the movies. It's just I want to get all of them so I can sit down and watch them all in a row and everything. But, I'm just haven't done it yet. I haven't, I don't have them all yet. So, but yeah, he makes.
The thing about that, Katie, not to cut you off, is we're older than you. So
Yeah.
it's like, if you grew up watching it, that's like, like really important. Like, I know it's important to me. You know what I mean? So
No,
it's like when I hear people say, "Oh, I don't like Star Wars," or I haven't seen it. It's like, have you been living under a rock? Kind of thing. Like my nieces haven't seen them.
Yeah.
And one's 32 and one's 25, and they'll watch all the sequels, or Uncle Kenny, you got to watch the new Marvel stuff, or like WandaVision or something like that. I'm like, honey, have you watched Star Wars yet? And she, oh, I haven't got around to watching that, but they'll watch WandaVision 8 times. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's just a generational thing,
No, I completely agree, and I understand that totally. So there's so many movies that I cannot believe that I have not seen yet. Like, I haven't seen Scarface. I haven't seen any of the Godfather movies. I haven't seen Schindler's List. So many other amazing movies that I own. Fargo. I still haven't even seen Fargo. I don't know why. I've owned these movies for years, and I have not watched them yet, and I don't know why.
Well, there's just a gluttony of like all these other movies that are out there. So if you have it, you're going to go, oh, I'll get around to it. You know what I mean?
There's so many movies to watch.
Yeah,
there's so many movies. I mean, like there's these guys bring up movies like I need to see that. I need to see that. I mean, I've seen tons of movies. Now, we've all seen tons of movies, but we've all seen tons of movies that the other person hasn't watched, because you've seen movies that we haven't watched because like the horror movies, because I'm not we're not massive horror guys, but we've seen quite a few, but we're not hardcore like other people are. So there's like so many things, there's so many movies to watch. So it's there. You could never watch every movie in your whole lifetime ever made.
Oh,
There's no way.
And it's just like, I know for like me and Sean are about the same age, and it was like with the Freddy movies, that was like a big thing to go to with your friends and stuff to the movies, and you're not really paying attention to the movie. You're watching your friends, do the the voices of them, or like imitation of them. And it's not until when you sit down, because I remember we went to see, my favorite one is Dream Warriors 3. Where Freddy turns around and goes, "Where's the bourbon, bitch?" I mean, that whole car ride home, everybody imitated that, that line. But and then singing the Crocus song, popping it in your cassette player and singing the Crocus song. Can't say it, just sing it for the copyright strikes, or Sean would tear into it right now. But
you talk about the Dawkins song?
Yeah, the Dawkins song. What did I say? Crocus? Oh,
Crocus.
My God, I stink. Yeah.
Crocus.
Rocking with Dawkins.
Yeah, rocking with Dawkins.
But I was going to say earlier, you were talking about the new Freddy movie. I've not seen it, but I remember, I think the guy that played Freddy's Jackie Earl Haley, wasn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
And he's a
he was
great actor. I like him
Yeah.
in a lot of
Mhm.
stuff,
Yeah.
but he's just not Freddy.
Yeah, he was
No.
great as Rorschach in the Watchmen,
Yes.
and everybody I don't know if everybody remembers him, but he was Kelly and
Kelly
in
Lee.
Bad News Bear. Yep, Kelly
Yep.
Leak and the Bad News Bears. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the first Nightmare is my favorite. It's always been. It just did that one thing to me, and as a little kid,
Yeah.
that kind of got you. And it's just, I've never changed my
Well,
mind about it, I guess.
It was kind of not so much. It was Freddy Krueger is not a comedic kind of
Right.
character too. It was more just a horror movie, and it wasn't. It
Yeah.
was like scary Freddy Krueger. And
Yeah,
I
the
like
part-
I like the comedic stuff that came later. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's straight up a horror movie.
Well,
not a
the
horror
part with
comedy.
the part with Johnny Depp on the waterbed and stuff, just always, I've always thought
Yeah.
that was a cool.
I
cool
think
scene.
that, yeah, why that's my favorite is just because of just how insane that scene is with all of the blood and everything. It's just,
Mhm.
aside from found footage, like my favorite out of all of the monster categories, like it's vampires, because I do have like a thing for blood. Like that scene in The Shining, that scene in Cabin in the Woods with the blood and everything. Like I love that. I love
Yeah.
blood scenes like that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Katie, have you seen Revenge?
Revenge or prevenge?
No, Revenge.
Revenge. I don't. That doesn't sound familiar. No.
If you like blood, you'll enjoy that movie.
Okay. Noted. Where is that
Yeah.
streaming anywhere?
Let me check. I know I got it off a Hamilton book, not a sponsor, but begging you guys. That I got that on Hamilton book for $1.95.
Oh,
Well, there's also a Kevin Costner one from 1990 called Revenge,
Yeah,
but
this
it's
one
not
is very unlike that, though.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you
I'll
definitely
figure
need to.
that one.
You definitely need to watch What We Do in the Shadows because it's about vampires. But it's like vampires trying to. It's a horror comedy, but it's about vampires trying to make it in the real world, and to
Yeah.
pay rent, do stuff like that.
Yeah, and
it's
then there's
funny.
the new one that just came out, The Last Voyage of the Demeter or Demeter or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really
That
want to
was
see
very
that one.
good.
It was?
That was very good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I picked that up last week. I haven't watched it yet though.
Yeah, because Buffy was my life when I was a teenager, and I still love it to this day. Same with Angel. Like that was my life when I was a teenager.
Believe it or not, I never did watch the Buffy television show, but I think I've seen the movie in the theater though.
Yeah, me too.
The one with Crispy Swanson
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luke
I don't
Perry.
think I've ever actually seen the movie. Funny enough, I
Well-
do own it. I haven't ever watched it. It's just, yeah. Sarah
I need
Michelle-
to watch this show because it gets a lot of high praise. I just never have watched it. It's just I've got tons of television. It's just one I've never bought.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, Paul Rubens is in that one. Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
in the
in the
movie?
mov-
Oh, I
movie.
see that.
Mhm.
So that's one Tim Burton film I haven't seen. Is that's one I still actually need to get is Pee Wee Herman. Big
Oh,
Adventure.
that's so good.
Oh man, yeah, that's a
That's a great
classic.
movie.
Yeah.
I seen that in the movies when I was in high school, and I've never heard a theater laugh so hard watching a movie than watching that movie, because it was just so stupidly like brilliant, the stuff that he did in that,
Yeah.
and it was just so much fun. You gotta check that one out.
Yeah. No, I know I do. I think that's the last one that I need because I just recently picked up Ed Wood because I still haven't watched that one yet. But I
you're
I
gonna
love
like
that
that.
picked that one up at a Best Buy for like $5 on Blu-ray a couple months back. But I think those are the only two ones that I have not seen. Oh no, I haven't seen Big Eyes yet. But I do have that one as well. But those are like I think the only three other than Wednesday, of course, because I don't have Netflix. But those are the only ones that I haven't seen of his.
Yeah, I think Ed Wood's my favorite Johnny Depp performance.
Is it?
Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
favorite Tim Burton movie.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's a
what's
good one.
actually mine because, like, I love all of his performances, especially with Tim Burton. But like him and Willy Wonka, him or as Willy Wonka, him as Ichabod Crane, just how unbelievably goofy and just weird he is, and then how sinister he is as Sweeney Todd, how
Mhm.
innocent he is as Edward Scissorhands,
Mm-hmm.
and then just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
Rum Diaries is another great performance by him that gets really overlooked.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So they're both Hunter S. Thompson roles. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Fear and Loathing a lot better, but
One-
the Rum Diary is good too.
Yeah, Rum Diaries, I don't know if I really want to watch just because of, him and the whole Amber Heard thing, and that's how they met, and that's how all of that, his life kind of got ruined with all of that.
Mhm.
But no, Pirates though is unbelievable the way he plays Jack Sparrow. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he is brilliant as that.
Yeah,
But,
it's such a iconic. It's just the
Yeah.
character. He made it so iconic and everything. But I still like Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka over
Yeah.
Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
though. I have to say,
Yeah.
I'm 1974 or 73 all the way, or
I-
71
Sorry,
or
Kenny.
whenever
I
it
was gonna
was.
say sorry, Kenny. I kind of jumped on top of you when you were saying that, but both of those, Rum Diary and Fear and Loathing, are both written by Hunter S. Thompson. Both
Yeah.
good books. I thought that the Rum Diary book's a lot more. Obviously, it's a book; it's more detailed. But the movies I thought was good. It's really well done.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I just like Fear and Loathing better because it was a well, what's his name? Who directed it? Freaking
Terry Gilliam.
Terry Gilliam. Terry
Yeah.
Gilliam. Yeah, and and I just like Terry Gilliam a whole lot because
Yeah.
there
And
was
then
somebody else slated to go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, and then there's What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was
Yes.
him and Leo
Yeah.
DiCaprio in that was unbelievable. That is such an incredible movie.
Benny and
Great
June.
movie.
That's a
That's good, too.
fantastic performance.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched that one yet.
Oh,
I
it's
do have it. I just haven't seen it. And then Secret Window is another really good one. Like that movie was crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I don't think I've seen that one.
yeah. I think I went to the movies and saw that. It's based on Stephen King's book, right?
Yeah, I think just a short story or something like that. I think, yeah.
Short story. Yeah.
Sean, it's on Tubi.
He's in that Jim
course it
Jarmusch
is.
movie too.
Oh yeah, Dead Man.
Dead Man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one is another one I haven't seen yet. And another one, again, I haven't seen yet is that Chocolat. Is it? I think it's,
Chocolat.
yeah,
Yes,
that one.
That was Juliette Binoche.
Yes.
Adore that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Again, I have it. I haven't watched it yet. And
He's pretty
and
good
then-
in a movie called From Hell. It's not. I know it's not a Tim Burton movie, but From Hell, where he's
yeah,
like,
it's got Jack the Ripper.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen it, but I don't remember it that well. So I do need
Mm-hmm.
to rewatch that one. But I think it has Heather Graham in it too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch that one.
yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that one, but I think it's directed by the Allen or the Hughes brothers, who did Menace to Society and Dead Presidents, and
Yep, you're right.
yeah,
Oh, wow. Might have to revisit that one.
it's from like 98, maybe 1998, 99.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
coming
it's
out
funny
like
when you go through
late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. No, I agree, Kenny. I think that
2001.
is Ed Wood is a good performance.
Oh, 2001. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I
There was
definitely
one
do.
he did with Polanski.
Yeah.
What's the one he did with Polanski?
Oh,
Can you check your mic placement, Kenny? Because you've been kind of fading out a little bit. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of low for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah,
Oh, really? I haven't done anything. I'm just
you're fine. You're kind of fine now, but it was kind of
Okay.
I think your mic might have rolled over or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Is that the ninth gate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's it.
remember that was Polanski or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
That was that was all right. I didn't think it was fantastic, but it was all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, From Hell 2001, yeah.
There was
Yeah, I
one
like
that one of
him.
my friends
I like
just
him in
picked up
the-
that I told him about. Black Mass.
Yes, that's good.
Oh yeah. Is that the one where he plays?
Blow,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Blow, and then because Black Mass is its sequel, right?
No,
No,
Black
it's
Mass
not a
is
sequel,
about
yeah.
Whitey Bulger.
Bodybuilding. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then.
What'd you guys think about him in Dark Shadows?
Oh yes, Dark.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Love him. I love him in Dark Shadows. Oh God. And Eva, is it Eva Green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love her so much. She is stunningly gorgeous, and she is just an awesome bitch in that movie. I love her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Chloe Grace Moretz too. I love her. She is an amazing actress too. I love everything that she has been in.
Yeah. She's a good kick ass.
Yeah.
Kick ass,
Yeah.
I just wish Dark Shadows wasn't so much on the comedy side. You know what I mean? Like campy. If it was just a little.
Yes. Donnie Brasco's another great one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yes.
Good pull, Dan.
So, see, we can't even think of all the movies he's been in. He's been in so many. I mean, God, how many?
Oh, Don Juan DeMarco. Have you guys seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. More recently, he did the Murder on the Orient Express, the Poirot. Before he got recast. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I like him or the new guy better. What's his name, Kenny? The new
Branagh?
actor.
Kenneth Branagh?
Yes, Kenneth Branagh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Kenneth Branagh, so I'm kind of.
Yeah.
But
what I was saying is,
I enjoyed the new Perot one, the Haunting in Venice. I thought that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was pretty cool in The Lone Ranger. I like the makeup and stuff on him.
Yes.
Because it really transformed him, but it wasn't a great movie, but you know.
See, I enjoyed the movie too, Mike.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because I really enjoy Armie Hammer in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, he's just had that
creep.
Sad about what came out about him because he was the guy who played in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., right?
Yes, love that movie.
I love that freaking movie, and then that shit had to come out. It's like, what the hell, man? You're such a great actor in this movie, and then this shit comes out, and it's like, now I don't know if I can ever watch or even if I should even enjoy Man from U.N.C.L.E. anymore. Like, what the hell? Like, this is a moral dilemma.
Yeah.
Just like now with Danny Masterson too. It's like it's a moral dilemma. Like, should I even watch that 70s show? Can I even enjoy this anymore? Should I even? And now all this shit coming out about Ashton Kutcher too, with the whole Hollywood Ripper guy and what happened with that and everything. It's like,
oh yeah.
Should I even like Ashton Kutcher anymore now?
What's the story on that?
Yeah, I haven't heard that either.
Yeah,
I was just gonna grab my phone to look that up.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. If you can tell us the story.
Wasn't it he went like he was going to go on a date with this girl and
no, what I've heard, I don't know exactly. This is just what I have heard because I'm huge into true crime stuff too. So yeah, what happened was, Ashton Kutcher was supposed to go on a date with one. I can't remember the dude's name, if he's called like the Hollywood Ripper or something like that. But yeah, his date had gotten murdered, and what he had initially told, what I had always heard about, was that he had went and knocked on the door or whatever, and she didn't answer, and so he, you know, just went on with it and just thought that she wasn't home. But apparently now things are coming out with the whole Danny Masterson everything, that he had actually he knew the whole time that she was dead, and he didn't want to call the cops and get involved in the murder because of his career and everything like that. So he could have stopped the killer guy, gotten him caught before he actually went on to kill the other or potential other victim. I can't remember the full story, if he did end up killing another one, or if it was an attempted murder for the next one. So it was something like that. But Ashton Kutcher was basically being selfish because he didn't want to get involved, that he didn't call the cops. And he instead called Danny Masterson. And they discussed it and everything. It's just, so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you're so concerned about your career rather than a human body of a girl that you were supposed to take to it was an award show or something like that. You don't care that you saw her dead, and your first instinct is not to call the cops because you're concerned about your career and whatever. It's just like, what kind of human being are you? So that's why it's like, can I even like Ashton Kutcher anymore? Like it's like, is it a moral dilemma? Because, you know, I mean, he's an actor, so when you're watching the movie, he's playing a character, you know, you're not watching Ashton Kutcher, you're watching who he's playing in the movie. But at the same time, you know, he's the one who benefits, though, from sales, revenue, and stuff like that, just like with Danny Masterson and stuff. So that's why it's like, do I still watch? Do I, you know, or don't I?
Well, that's nothing new in Hollywood. They've always had somebody to clean up situations, you know, all the way back to the 1920s, you know.
Well, I mean,
studios had fixers, and, you know, that's a different kind of situation, but it's nothing new, you know, as far as horrible crimes committed and stuff, you know.
I mean, yeah, I know that's true, because I mean, it's just like with the whole Harvey Weinstein and stuff. It's like, are we just never gonna watch any movie that came out from the Weinstein company or whatever? I mean, that's like a shit ton of movies, or, you know, like, how does that work? Like, just like with the whole like, there was some drama or whatever that came out about Mel Gibson at one point, with his whole sexist or alcoholism or whatever at one point. Like, mostly, I don't really care about celebrities in their personal lives. You know, I separate them. I don't give a shit what they're like in real life, or what their politics are, or who they are. I don't really put much stock in that. You know, like, you're a fucking actor. Like, I just want to watch your movie because I like the character you're playing. You know? And that's about it. Unless you're like a truly horrible fucking person, then I don't really, like with Amber Heard. Like, I don't ever want to watch anything that she's in ever again. You know? But
yeah, anybody that shits on somebody's bed, I'm not friends with them anymore.
Right? Yeah. And like with Danny Masterson, it's like, from the point I find out exactly who you are, I want to stop at that point.
Yep.
I don't want to support you anymore. But like, even though this shit did happen when he was in that 70s show, but it's like, didn't find out about it until like here recently, within the last few years. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing to still want to watch that 70s show, if that's really a bad thing or not. I don't know. It's like,
yeah, it may turn off a lot of newer people discovering it or something. But
Yeah,
I mean, if you're already a big fan, it probably won't bother you. But I don't know if you
Yeah.
can not think about it, I guess. But I don't know.
like if I didn't already own all of the seasons, like I probably wouldn't go out and buy them. But since I do, and I've had them for years already, like, you know, it's just probably not going to be my go-to like it would have been in the past. But
Mhm.
you know, I already have them, so if it just happens one day I get a sudden urge for, you know, Eric and Donna or whatever, there you go. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm just not going to go out of my way to watch that or Dracula 2000 or whatever, you know? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you like that 90s show? Because I liked it, actually. I don't know if you watched it or not. Did
I
you
didn't
check
watch
it out on Netflix?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I
It
don't
was-
have Netflix, so I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I know that they did do a That 80s show, like a
Yeah.
little bit after that 70s show. I think they only had one season,
Yeah.
and I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like they had the punk spiked hair with all the leather jacket and everything. And I don't understand why that one didn't get any traction.
I
Yeah,
don't think the
that
people
90s
were
show
likable.
is. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say with the '80s show because I watched it too because we grew up in that era, so
Yeah.
it was like you kind of get the inside jokes of it. But I don't think there was any like breakout star or any likable person on that in that cast. You know, it was like they were depending on just the accountability of
Just the
Oh
name.
yeah,
of
but
just the name.
it did have like somebody. There were at least one of the actors that ended up being pretty big that come off there, but probably not at the time. But
I don't remember who any of the actors were. That was so long ago, but I just specifically remember that it was more like the punk rock kind of era, and that's what I liked about it because, you know, that's what I like to listen to whenever it came on.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that a little bit
Yeah,
better.
it had
Oh, yeah,
like Glenn Howerton, who's in Philly.
Yeah.
It's Sunny in Philly, and Shyler
it's
Lee.
always sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about, Glenn Howerton. But I guess he's not. He's big, but if you got to know the show.
He's
you
like basically
Yeah.
like a character actor, basically. Like I don't even
Yeah.
think Rob is like a big time like actor. You know, the guy who created the show,
Yeah.
but he's just basically known for
McElhenney.
that.
Yeah.
You know.
Rob McElhenney. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the biggest one that came out there was Charlie Day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Charlie Day. Yeah, I know him for sure from like Pacific
Yeah.
Rim and
Mhm.
I thought
of course,
I thought the show Caitlin did was great.
Caitlin.
The Mick, where
Yeah.
she was the aunt for like these spoiled rich kids. I thought that show was absolutely hysterical, and it was the same thing Fox does with all their shows. They just switch times and stuff like that, and you can't find it.
Yeah.
But that was a really popular show in the for Fox the first year. And that got killed when my wrestling went into on Fox on Friday nights, because that was the Friday night show. The Mick.
Yeah, she was in that movie that came out just a while back with Woody Harrelson in it. What's that movie? Champions. Did
Oh,
you
she
guys
was?
see Champions? That was a
Didn't
good
see
movie.
that.
Yes, that was real good. About
I like her. She's got like a really funny air to her. You know.
Yeah, but she's one of those Hollywood people that she started injecting herself with all that collagen, doing all that stuff in her
Caitlin?
face for a couple. Yeah, like if you see the last couple of years with, she was really pretty before, and then she like just started putting all that shit in her face.
I just seen her. She was at the Phillies
she
game
looks
the other night.
in Champions. Like now, she looks better because all of it's kind of went down. But like there for a couple of years on It's Always Sunny, she was just like freaking. You know how a lot of those women look when they get all that crap done to them. You know,
like Melanie
good
Griffith.
Lord.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Melanie Griffith.
Yeah.
The one that breaks my heart is Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
about. She's still not as bad as Melanie Griffith, though.
No.
Madonna.
Donna, they're all just.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't have looked that bad as getting older. You know what I mean? It's you know, they could have been older actors, in movies or something. I don't know.
I think that Caitlin, what's her last name? Olsen.
Olsen, yeah.
Yeah, she was in a movie with what's his face? The name escapes me. It was called Arizona. It was one of those Dollar Tree movies.
Mm.
What's that guy's name? Oh, it's gonna bother me.
Danny McBride. Ken
Yeah,
Keller.
Danny McBride.
Yeah.
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 That was a kind of a whacked out movie, but it was.
I
That was
think I've seen that. Is that I think
I've seen the
that as
cover.
well.
Yeah, I seen the cover too. I seen people picking that up on the
Yeah.
Dollar Tree runs. I don't
Is
even
that the one where they have to do something like at that? It's like at a subdivision or something. They do some kind of robbery or something like that. Something.
Yeah, it's like a real estate deal goes bad.
Yeah.
And he I think he kills the real estate agent, and then he takes the secretary hostage, and then I can't remember the exact how the plot plays out, but it's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did y'all ever watch Eastbound and Down on HBO? Yeah, it was pretty funny on that. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him from The Righteous Gemstones on HBO. That's
I still need to watch that. It's supposed to be good though.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's also in
the Eastbound and Down, Mike. That is absolute. When he comes out to Real American by Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's down in Mexico. There's about 20 people in the stands and stuff. He's just like grabbing his crotch and goes, "Yeah, fuck America."
I've been meaning to get the whole series on DVD or something, but it's actually it may still be on HBO Max or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah.
I don't even think about that sometimes.
Yeah, I tried to get into that show with him, Vice Principals, I think it was called.
Uh-huh.
Didn't care for that.
I couldn't get into that one.
Mm-mm.
Was Glenn Howerton? Was that the one with Glenn Howerton in it as well, and Patton Oswalt? Was he in that, or is that a different? Because those two are in a show together that was like on NBC.
Vice Principals was him and Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of a
and
different show.
I loved him from The Shield. He was such a bad dude in The Shield.
Yeah.
With Michael Chiklis. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
That's like one of my favorite dramas ever. The Shield.
Yeah,
because we used to have. Katie, did you watch 24? Were you into that?
No, I want to though, because Kiefer Sutherland, but I never actually watched it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we used to compare like episodes because they came out the same time, and it was like The Shield was on FX, and then 24 was on Fox. So each week, my buddies would go, "Oh, 24 was a better." I'm like, "Dude, there's nothing that's better than Vic Mackey taking out the Russian mob," And it's just like so well done,
Yeah, no, there's a lot of TV shows that I have been wanting to see, like The Shield, ER, Grey's Anatomy, so many different shows that I have never seen, but I have some seasons, but I just don't have them all, and I don't like watching shows until I actually have them all so I can binge watch them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it's unfortunate for you when you were like a kid. You didn't have that like water cooler TV show like we always did, because like we were talking a couple weeks ago, like there was a show in the 70s and 80s called Dynasty and Dallas, and that was like the ultimate water cooler, TV show to talk about like the next day at work or school,
Yeah. No, I've heard of both of them, but yeah, I haven't seen either one of them.
Yeah, they were like, well, that was like in the 80s. In the 80s, they had like a lot of everything was either sitcoms or soap opera dramas, and
Yeah.
even the dramas were like soap operas, you know. Because I think the 80s, you had at one time on like NBC, ABC, and CBS, there was 18 soap operas, and now there's 2. Might be
Wow.
3. Is Days of Our Lives still on? Because
I was gonna say Days of Our Lives is still one of them, probably.
I know
That one's been
2
going
of them, Bold and the
forever.
Beautiful and Young and the Restless, because my mom used to watch both of them.
Yeah, I don't even know if those come on anymore. There's always like talk shows and stuff
Yeah.
on all the time. So I don't.
No, I
Or-
hate
or-
reality TV. I will not watch it because it is disgusting. It is stupid. I hate it.
It's
I know
drama for
Kate. I know
drama's sake.
one of Katie's favorite shows is the Kelly Clarkson show.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about it. No,
Come on, y'all.
nah.
I watched that one day. I was at the hospital and that was on, and it was just like I turned to one of the guys that was reading the paper. And he goes, "People actually watch this crap." I'm like, apparently, it's like very popular. You know,
Yeah.
that and Drew Barrymore's show.
Oh God, no. I don't even.
They do a funny send up on Saturday Night Live about her on there. You know, so but
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is so weird to think that she has a talk show. Like I don't know why, but it just seems so disingenuous. I don't know why from her. It's so weird. But she just seems too nice.
She's too nice. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
And she's so flowery and so happy and so just I don't know. I don't like it. It's weird.
I seen when she was. I seen just one clip, and it was like a 5-minute clip. She had. Do you guys remember Tom Green? She was married to Tom Green.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
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 And it was like, I'm like, God, we were like so young, and I'm like, this is on actual TV, and she's like sitting like Indian style, like in her chair, and she's like,
and
oh my God, we were like so young, and I don't hate
she's
you
always
anymore. I'm like, can you imagine watching an hour of that shit? No way.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's too freaking weird. I don't understand it. It's I don't know. It's like all puppy dogs and rainbows with her. It's so weird. I don't get it. It's like no one is that happy. No one is that like no, I don't get it. That's not how the world works. I'm sorry. I don't know what delusional bubble you're living in, Drew, but you know what? You have your fun. Go for it.
Yeah. Her marrying Tom Green, that was always a head scratcher to me. I never
Yeah,
got
I
that.
know, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Freddie got fingered, and what the hell, man?
I'd like that movie.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Were you the 1% that liked that there,
Yes.
John?
I'm with you, John. I like it too. It's really stupid, but I like it.
Yeah.
I did
I don't
like
even remember
Road Trip.
that movie. I just remember the name of it, and then the sausage,
Yeah.
fucking piano thing that he. That is like all I remember. I don't. Other than that, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got made as a movie too, though. That was just crazy.
Yeah. I think the executives thought the same thing after he made it. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
It is a what the fuck kind of movie, but that's why
totally.
it's funny, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. It's just I don't know. You had to grow up in that era of Tom Green, like late '90s and stuff. It was kind of not as
It was like the MTV era and the TRL era and everything with all that. That was just a crazy time.
Remember Joe's apartment?
Oh God, no.
Oh yeah.
I do remember that. I do remember
ridiculous.
renting that like when it first came out, and I was so excited, because I could be wrong. Didn't he do Jerry O'Connell do Jerry Maguire, and then that was like his next movie.
I think it was
That
Right.
rings a
before.
bell. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it
Because
seems
he
like I
was
want
like
to. I want to say it was like 93 or something.
I
Nice.
yeah, I
I
thought it
thought
was
Joe's Apartment was 99.
I thought it was like 98, but yeah, I don't know. I just
I don't know.
remember as a black mark on
It
society.
was 90. We were all wrong. It was 96.
Oh, was
okay.
it? Okay.
Okay.
Also
Jerry
on
Maguire
Tubi-
was 96, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might have been like about the time that he was hot. Because remember, he was doing Sliders, the TV
Yeah.
show Sliders.
Yeah. Yeah.
That which was very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, 96. Wow, how time
Yeah,
flies.
I remember Joe's Apartment was really popular. I remember
Mhm.
it was pretty.
Yeah, my cousin, I think he directed him in like my cousin was on that. It was in the early 2000s. They had like a reality show. It was on like ABC or NBC, one of those contest reality shows where they was like America's Next Director or something like that, and he was on that show and he got second place in there, but he got to
wow.
direct Jerry O'Connell and something. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's Jerry O'Connell's whole career. Something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He was also in Scream 2 too.
Mhm. Yeah, he was like
Wow.
everywhere for a while and then he just disappeared.
Yeah. I just remember his Sliders a lot. The
Yeah.
Sliders.
Sometimes I get him mixed up with what's his name, Sean Astin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of similar in some ways. I don't know.
Well, the two guys I always get confused is Ryan Gosling and that James McAvoy guy. They don't look anything alike, but it just seems like I get those two confused all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah, they must have some similar features somehow.
Yeah, I don't. They don't even look alike because it was like we were watching. I was watching with my niece. Isn't he in the X-Men movies?
Yeah,
McAvoy?
The newer ones, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept on saying, "Oh, that's Ryan Gosling." She's like, and she
What are
keeps
you
on
smoking,
going.
Kenji?
The guy from the Notebook. And I'm like, yeah, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in Split as well. So that's a
Yeah.
good-
Oh, yeah.
He's really good in that.
Yeah.
He's really good in that.
Yeah.
Did
What
you
do you
see
guys
that
think
one,
about
Katie?
Glass?
Glass. Gosh, I
Split.
can't remember. Yeah.
I just
isn't
remember
Split. Isn't Split the second one from after Glass?
No, Glass is the
Unbreakable.
last one. Yeah,
Okay.
Unbreakable's the first with
Yeah.
Bruce Willis,
Okay.
Bruce
Yeah.
Willis.
Sam
And
Jackson.
well,
Sam Jackson, yeah.
that Glass character's in Unbreakable. He's like supposedly the super villain character in the movie,
Yeah.
or the villain
Yeah.
character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Split was quite a few years later, and it's like takes place in the same universe, and then Glass combines both of the characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he was good in that. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Technically,
I
all
need to
three of the
watch that
characters.
again, Glass.
Yeah, which one of them that he had all the girls locked up down in like tunnels, or was that Split?
That's
Okay.
Split.
Yeah, it's Split, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Glass I thought was super disappointing.
Yeah, I was a little bit into it as well.
Yeah, but Unbreakable, that's a great one.
I barely remember it.
Yeah, Unbreakable is always like when people ask with my favorite M. Night Shyamalan. That's usually that's about my favorite one.
Yeah.
usually.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was a great movie.
Yeah.
That's your favorite M. Night Shyamalan one?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. Me
because
too.
it's rewatchable. It's not you can't really rewatch what's the first movie called?
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. It's because after you reveal what happens, it's not as enjoyable to rewatch so
Mhm.
much. Maybe to go back
Yeah.
and try to get the, kind of say, oh yeah, I can see why this happens. You can watch it the second time, but other than that, it's not as rewatch. But Unbreakable, I can kind of rewatch.
Mhm.
I need to watch
Anytime,
Unbreakable again too. I think Signs might be.
I like Signs a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Signs
I
is
was gonna
good.
say, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
It's not my favorite, but it's really good because it's a
Well
whole
acted.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very well acted.
Yeah.
Well, in The Village, kind of, it had a good ending, I guess, in a way. I mean, I don't know.
I definitely need to rewatch that one, and I need to rewatch Old again as well. I think I really liked Old, if I remember correctly. But I barely remember The Village, and I have never finished Lady in is it Lady in the Water or Lady in the Lake?
Yeah, I
Lady in the
liked
Water.
that one. I thought
Mhm.
Bryce did a good job. Bryce Dallas Howard. I thought she was
Mhm.
really good.
I haven't seen
Paul,
that one
Paul
yet.
Giamatti's in that too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I do have to say, when I went to the movies to see The Sixth Sense back then, and I didn't know anything, like any spoilers or anything about it. That was really cool. I mean, it got
Mhm.
you at the end. It was just like, man, I wasn't expecting that at all,
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't either. That is because Bruce Willis is one of my all-time favorite actors ever. So just, it is so sad what is happening to him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just so devastating because that is just, yeah, I love him to death. But
yeah, it's
but that is such an incredible movie with an incredible twist that, yeah, I don't
Mhm.
really, really got everybody, I think.
Yeah.
So that is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that was
very thankful they didn't have social media back then
mhm.
to
No,
ruin it.
right?
Yeah.
How many movies have already spoiled that movie for people, like in what is it? Is it 50 First Dates or something that spoils that movie for?
I really don't remember.
I don't remember that, but
Maybe
yeah,
for 50 First Dates. It's another movie that actually spoils the ending of Sixth Sense. I can't think of what it is right now. I thought for some reason it was 50 First Dates, but
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's what it is right now. I can't think of what the hell it is. It's something though. But
Is it one of those
yeah,
spoof movies? One of those spoof movies like that, or something like?
maybe I don't. Yeah,
yeah,
but
Oh, scary movie.
maybe maybe.
yeah. I think you're right.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
one of
it
those.
doesn't like Damon Wayans or some. Isn't he like hunched in a corner in one scene, going like, "I see dead people." You
Yeah.
remember that? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of those are awesome though. Scary movies. Those
Yeah.
those are awesome movies. I love those. Have you guys seen the haunted houses?
No.
1 and 2, Haunted House 1 and 2.
No, I don't
No,
think
I
so.
haven't seen that.
No, those are good too because they make fun of. Those are found footage ones. I didn't even think about
Oh,
that.
that's true.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But no, those ones are good. Those are some good found footage ones. I think the first one is better than the second one though. But yeah, those ones are pretty damn good.
Mm. Yeah.
And then I know that they did trying to do a spoof off of the 50 Shades of Grey one, like 50, I can't remember what they called theirs, 50 Black
50,
something, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that one as much though. I didn't think that one was quite as funny as it could have been, as like the scary movies and the haunted house and stuff like that.
50 Shades of Black.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was.
Yeah.
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 I've never
The
even
spoof
heard of
movie
that.
they kind of wore out the spoof movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Oh, has anyone seen The Blackening?
Not
I
yet.
haven't seen that.
because that
No,
one
I
looks like it's kind of a spoof in a way, but I don't think it's a Marlins one in any way. But I haven't seen it yet, but that one looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I do want to see
I think
Thanksgiving.
Miranda just picked that up, didn't she?
Oh, did she? Oh, I don't.
Black
I
Yeah,
don't
Opening.
that does look good.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
Eli
I
Roth
think
movie,
she
I
just
think.
picked
Yeah.
that one up.
Which one did he just do? The
Yeah.
Blackened?
When
Did he
when
do
does that?
one? Which one did he do? I know
Eli
he's
Roth?
doing. I know he's doing the Thanksgiving. It comes out.
Yeah,
here
that's
soon.
that.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait. I really want to see that one because there's not very many Thanksgiving horror movies out there.
I can't think of too many of them now.
Hopefully, it's a lot like the little. We talked about this before on here, but the little trailer
fake
he
trailer.
made for the Grindhouse movie. Did
Oh,
you see
yeah.
that? The Grindhouse, the
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez Grindhouse.
Yeah, they had the made up trailers,
Yeah,
fake trailers.
yeah.
One of them
But,
was Machete, and then they ended up
Machete
making
in
Machete.
space. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
And hobo with a shotgun.
Oh yeah, Hobo with Shotgun. Yeah.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving, Eli Roth actually made the
Mhm.
little trailer for that movie. So he's making a movie. So hopefully it's like kind of based on that. Or something.
Yeah.
Comes out November 17th, by the way.
Oh,
Mhm.
there was another one that was really good. It was on Shudder. I watched it, I think, like a year or two ago, called either The Pilgrim or just Pilgrim.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
That one was really good.
Hmm.
I need
Kind of
to
want to see a new
Yeah.
Scorsese movie that just came out too.
Yeah, I want to see that
Yeah.
one.
Did you see it, Mike? Or you
No, I
want to
want-
see it?
I want
Yeah.
to see it. Yeah.
I think it's
I-
like a 3-hour long one or something. No, it's long.
3.5
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that new one with Leo in it. Something
Mhm.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea what it's about. I haven't watched a trailer. I don't want to see a trailer, but I know it'll be good because it's Leo with Scorsese again, and those are always good.
And De Niro.
So,
Oh yeah.
this
Yeah.
this one thing about it, I did hear some guys talking about it, and I think they said it was supposed to have been like a series at first, and then it got made into a movie. But that's all I'll talk about it. I don't know a ton about it anyway, so
Yeah, I could see that.
spoiler, but
Yeah.
I kind of know the setting of the movie, but I don't really know a lot
Yeah.
of the plot and
I don't
stuff.
know.
So
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to see it. If not, I'll definitely pick it up on Blu-ray or 4K or something.
If it comes out, because it's an Apple. It's an Apple movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Criterion released the
Irish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Netflix only. So,
Right.
So maybe they'll do that.
I hope.
Yeah.
that was good. I like that a lot. Too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a long one, also.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah. I don't know. As far as found footage, I don't know. I'm really VHS. I really like that one above the other ones.
Yeah.
I think.
What was your
It's a-
favorite little story in that? Do you remember?
It was the. God, it was something to do with like there's a whole scene where it takes place in the attic or something, and
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
those people come over there, and it's been so long since I've seen it though, but I do remember.
Yeah, they like going to a house. They go what they think is going to be a party, and like they're like in the downstairs, and they're like kind of exploring around it, and then they start hearing people, and they go upstairs, and it's like this ritual going on. And then,
Yeah. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does start off with those two guys breaking in a house, going down the basement, and finding that box of VHSs, and they put them in. And there's like a dead guy right there or something, or they think he's dead or something.
Yeah.
And cool.
Yeah. See, I like the first story with the girl they meet that girl in the bar, and
Mhm.
then they go back into the hotel room, and she's like a vampire. She's acting strange, anyways. The whole time.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's a good one.
and
Yeah.
there's another story in there that's it's the girl that the guy's video conferencing with her, and like and she keeps seeing stuff, thinks she's seeing stuff out of the corner of her eye in the background. He's seeing these people behind her in the background, like these children, like he's like kind of
Mm-hmm.
ghostly, like kind of children. And she
Yeah.
keeps having she keeps like rubbing her arm. She's got like a rash on her arm, and it like turns out that he's like I don't know. They're like harvesting like eggs or something from her, but they're like implanting them into her. I don't know if it's like a UFO kind of thing. It's kind of strange. And
Mhm.
they like she yeah, but he's really not out of state like he claims to be. They're like having a long distance relationship, and like he's not
Oh
out of
yeah,
state,
yeah.
and he's like the apartment next door, and he like comes in and like they like harvest some kind of like eggs from her, and then and she wakes up and don't know what happened and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then he shows him moving on to another girl who's doing the same thing, and like that's a
Yeah.
crazy story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I need to rewatch that soon.
Katie, do
I
you have
swear.
Shudder?
Do I have Shutter? Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. Check out Spoonful of Sugar and the Djinn. DJNN.
Yeah.
I
Those,
still need to
I,
watch that.
yeah, I really enjoyed both of those movies, especially Spoonful of Sugar. That movie is whacked out of its mind.
Yeah, no, I really want to check that. Have you watched Tragedy Girls?
No.
No,
Is that any good?
that one is awesome. It's kind of a comedy in a messed up way. But yeah, no, I loved that one so much.
Okay.
That one was really good. And then there's Paul Dude. Have you checked out that one?
Oh, dude, no.
Let me see what it is. Sorry, I can't check because I'm on my phone right now, but I have it written down on the ones that I have watched. Yeah, it's Paul Dude's Deadly Lunch Break. That one is really good as well. It's kind of like a comedy too in a way. And then one that it's not a comedy. It's called Speak No Evil. It's both in English and it's got some Danish, I think it is, as well.
Oh, okay.
That one is really good as well.
Okay.
So those are the ones
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah, those are the ones I would say.
Because because I like going on there and finding, like, I'm not too much with like foreign language movies. I'll be honest with you, because it's like reading the subtitles and trying to follow the story sometimes gets me. I'm trying to. What I like about Shudder is because they have like I liked what is it, Autopsy of Hannah Doe, is that her name? Jane Doe.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
was
was
a pretty good
really
one.
good. That was
That's a great
creepy
movie.
as shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I like that one, and because I just got Shudder basically for Joe Bob. And just like the
Okay.
movie, and then just like the movies are on, are like an added bonus basically for me,
Right.
Yeah.
So what did I watch? I watched like Class of '84. I watched some of them. I
Mhm.
remember like in the video store, like seeing the boxes for. And the other thing I like on the Shudder is the Creep Show series, the anthology series.
Yeah, that's really good.
And season 4 is a go. They're greenlit for season 4 whenever the strike, ends.
Good.
But that was already renewed, that series. So was Joe Bob.
I was thinking season 4 is already coming out on Blu-ray. I was thinking.
Is that right? I know season 3 because I had the first 3 seasons either on Blu-ray or DVD. Doesn't matter to me.
Because I thought I put it in my cart on Amazon. Let me check here real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, season 4 is on Blu-ray. It comes out December 5th.
Yeah.
On Blu-ray.
I will definitely have to order that.
So probably season 5 would be out pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
There's another. It's called the Collinswood Story. That's a found footage one that's on there. And it's where it takes place over like a webcam, but like when webcams were first coming to fruition or whatever, because it's like an old ass computer. So that one was really interesting though. I kind of like that one.
Oh, okay.
Sounds cool.
But that one's Shudder too.
Yeah, I have that saved. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I like trying to find like movies that are like there was 2 on Tubi that I found actually today when I got done watching one of the movies that I was watching. I can't remember. And I'll tell you which one it is. And it's for spooky season too.
Yeah.
Vile. Movie called Vile.
Okay, I think I
and
know that
Terror
one.
at London Bridge.
Okay, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, they're both on Terror at London Bridge. I don't know if it's too much of a thriller because it has Adrian. Sorry about that. It has Adrian Barbeau and David Hasselhoff. So it was made during the peak of Knight Rider, and also Stephanie Kramer from Hunter is in it too.
Nice.
So it might have been one of those NBC, TV movies of the week kind of jammer,
Oh yeah.
It's Adrian Barbeau.
But I was, how like when you go across and you're like finishing up a movie and they kind of like give you like recommendations of it. I see it and it's like, oh, if it has Hasselhoff, I am definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the Hoff.
The Hoff.
Did you guys ever watch Sea Lab on Adult Swim? Do you remember that one?
I remember it, but I didn't watch it.
It was an animation. But they got talking about. There was this episode where they kept talking to each other about like turning themselves into robots. Is what they do, and they got talking about Adrian Barbeau, and they say, yeah, they start talking to an Adrian Barbeau bot. That's right. Sorry, it's that little out of context, but that show was pretty funny though. That early Adult Swim stuff was good. Aqua Teen.
Yep.
Yeah, I just started watching some of the Aqua Teen.
Yeah.
I was a huge Beavis and Butthead fan. I know that wasn't on the Adult Swim, but mid-90s when Beavis and Butthead came out, man, that was appointment TV on MTV to watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially when they had the videos. They played the videos.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the new stuff they've done? It's pretty good too.
Oh, it is? I'm afraid it's going to be, as you say, woke.
No, it's not. Mike Judge isn't woke.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, I'm just afraid that the network would just kind of say, "Hey, dude, tone it down a little bit," kind of thing.
No, it's still pretty much the same old. Yeah, but instead of the music videos, they usually watch like YouTube videos or
Oh,
we have
okay.
videos. Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
have to give
They
that
make
a
fun of
shot
stuff
then,
like
because
that.
Yeah, I
you
could
know,
see
you
that.
don't want to
happening.
watch. You don't want to watch like anything like that you really, really loved. You know, because it'll
Yeah.
like literally disappoint you in the end. You know.
Yeah, you've got to. Well, you don't have to watch the movie, but the movie kind of sets up the new series a little bit
Oh,
because they go into they get sent into the future in the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Like somehow they end up on they end up on the space shuttle. Like they go to the space camp and they end up on the space shuttle, and the space shuttle goes through this thing that happens in space, like some kind of rift in space, and they get sent to the future. So it's Beavis and Butthead in the future. So it makes the new stuff make more sense because they're
Oh, okay.
like in the future. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
I
it's
didn't even
pretty.
know there was a new. I knew there was a new show or whatever, but I didn't know there was a new movie of them
Yeah.
too. Because I
Yeah,
love
it-
Beavis and Butthead Do America. I never actually watched like the show back in the '90s, but I loved the movie.
Mhm.
yeah.
So
What does that come on? Is that Peacock or Paramount Plus?
Paramount.
Oh,
Paramount
okay.
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth taking a look at. There's quite a few new episodes. I don't know if they're going to have another season or not. I think they are, but I think they just had a season back in the wintertime, I believe. So
Mm.
hopefully there'll be another one. But I think there's like 2 seasons, I believe. So something like that.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They go to one of those, like one of the first episodes. They go to one of those escape rooms, and like
Yeah.
there's some girls there, and the girls are like, "Hey, do you want to go in with us?" And they go in, but Beavis, instead of going into the escape room, Beavis and Butthead go into the bathroom and get locked in the bathroom, and then they think that's the escape room. So you can see where it might end. So.
My favorite line
Yeah.
from that is like one of the earlier ones, and they go past like the quickie mark or whatever. It's like right next to a strip bar, and Butthead turns to me and goes, "Isn't your mom working tonight?" like saying about the pole, and they go and like they shimmy up there, and they just go in there, and it's just like, and they see like Mr. Anderson in there and stuff like that. Just like I'll never forget that, but me and my buddies always had like an inside joke, like, "Isn't your mom working tonight?" You know, kind of thing.
It's like,
And
are
it's
you
like,
the boys that been whacking off in my tool shed?
and I always liked how nervous he was, like,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
and shaking and stuff like that.
Oh no, wait a minute. That was like the King of the Hill guy, wasn't it? That he went on when they did King of the Hill. Was that Mr. Anderson was like at school or something, wasn't it? Or
Oh,
was
I
that,
just
I got
just
them mixed
remember
up.
the
Yeah,
next
they had
door
their
neighbor.
neighbor, and then they had their
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Oh,
teacher was like
yeah.
the hippie guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's
Mr.
funny.
Van Driesen.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Was he the?
yeah. That was so funny.
That's funny.
You gotta have some goofiness in your life.
Yeah.
So what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Winding
Bruce
down.
Willis was in that too.
Yeah,
Bruce
America.
and Demi were both in that movie.
Oh, that's right.
You remember that? Bruce is like the guy that sets them up, and Demi's like the woman that's like
the
the
hotel.
woman they're like, we're gonna score.
I still quote them all the time. It'll just randomly come to me like, "Damn, I'm smooth" or something like that when they shaved each other or shaved or something. It's crazy. It's so funny.
Well, fellas, you guys want to wrap it up this evening? I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah, I was just
All
going to
right.
ask everybody what spooky movies you guys going to finish up for the month.
I'm gonna watch
up.
that one, the Dead. I think you guys talked about the other weekend. The Dead Don't Die. Somebody
Oh,
talked about that.
The Jim
The-
Jarmusch one.
Yeah. I found that on Amazon, so I think I'm gonna watch that this week.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
How about you, Katie? What are you gonna finish up your spooky month with?
Well, I still need to finish off my 13 days of Halloween. I still got like 7 more I need to do. I need to do. I still have demons, and I did find Dracula actually, so I can do that. The one with Anthony Hopkins. And then let's see. And then I have a Battle Royale,
Oh, nice.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that movie.
yeah, that's
a good
good.
movie.
which
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
because it's ones I've never seen, and I forgot that I even had this. So, but I heard that this is a really good and disturbing movie, so I figured I could do that one.
Yeah, is there like 4 parts, or is that the same one I'm thinking about? It's an Asian movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Asian movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there 4 parts?
They
No, I
made a
don't
bunch
think
of
so.
sequels to it, but
Yeah.
the first one's a standalone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. To say it says it's
That's
120
on Tubi,
minutes.
Mike.
So doing that one, and then I got the Steelbook for Driller Killer.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Cool.
It is damaged on the back because I got it used, so I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But I mean, I think I can try to hopefully fix that. But it's I think this is an Arrow, Arrow release.
Nice.
So, but still, I want to do that one, and then I think everything else I got so far I've already seen because I got the original Friday the 13th 4K.
Nice.
I've already
cool.
seen
Oh,
that
that's
one,
neat.
so can't do that. And then we picked up this isn't a horror one, but is it The Last Dragon? Yeah, The Last Dragon Steelbook.
Mm-hmm.
And then the remake of The Blob, which I've already
that.
seen, so
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that looks. I just watched that last night. The 4K. I've seen it before, but the 4K it looked good. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have the Steelbook though. I
Do,
just got the regular.
the Steve McQueen one, because I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't really remember it that well. But I know that it terrified me when I was a kid, that I thought literally the damn blob was chasing me down the hallway. I was so scared. I don't know why. But yeah, so I don't know what my other ones are going to be yet. I need to find a couple more to do to try to finish up. I'm probably going to do 3 one day and 3 the next day over the weekend, since tomorrow we're going to the drive-in to see, Nightmare and Hocus Pocus. But yeah, at least I got 3 of them picked out, so I just need to find 4 more. And yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I completely forgot to ask you to show you what your new pickups. I completely forgot to ask you about that earlier. Yeah.
Oh no, you're good.
You talked about in the first 20 minutes, and then I completely slipped your mind.
No, I showed a couple ones. Oh, I might do the Wicker Man if I can find my DVD copy, because like I said, I do want to keep this one sealed. So if I can find my DVD copy, I might do Wicker Man.
Yeah, I might watch that too, actually, this week.
Yeah.
I'll just watch my old version, but I don't know. That's tempting to get that 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only like $21.99. So I mean, for this beautiful artwork and everything, had to grab that. So
yeah.
Katie,
and then
the original Wicker Man is on Tubi also.
I think Tubi should sponsor us, because we talk more about Tubi than anything. So I think we could really generate some business for them.
Yeah.
Tubi and Hamilton book. Love
Yeah.
Hamilton book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we've already tried Hamilton books, but
Ah.
evidently,
We already
Yeah.
tried Hamilton book.
Well, they don't know what they're missing.
We're on the.
so.
That's basically they're patting my head and saying, "Okay, shove off, little boy," kind of thing. But
well, I'm sure
Tubi saves you a lot of money, because if you're
Yeah.
not familiar with the movie or somebody brings it up
Yeah.
and says, to put it on. So that's why I said
Yeah.
the original one is on Tubi, Katie, of Wicker Man,
Okay.
if you haven't seen that.
the problem with
Basically,
getting
all
Tubi
the
is
ones
like
that you just brought up are on Tubi.
Okay. Sadie.
the problem with getting Tubi to sponsor is like, what would you get from free from them? They're we just watch our channel. Like,
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
That's true, but hey, a little acknowledgement. They could send us, as the kids say, swag.
Yeah,
Tubi
they-
hats
Yeah.
or Tubi
Yeah, that's
sweatshirts
true.
or
To be sure. Yeah.
maybe a
Yeah,
tote
it's gonna
bag.
yeah,
it's gonna it's gonna get cold here in Philly in a couple months. So
Yeah, we need some hoodies.
Yeah, no.
nice little
Here
Yeah.
too.
Some ink pens.
Can't wait for the cold. Oh yeah, and in case if you guys wanted to know or not, I found this awesome shirt for like $8 or $9 over at Walmart. The
Oh,
Exorcist.
sweet.
Oh wow, that is
Zuzu.
sweet.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard they had a bunch of good horror movie shirts.
Yeah, and they have a Pennywise one too that has his face, and then it says "You'll float too" up at the top.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's the same price. It's like what is it? I think it's like $8.98 or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fucking thing doesn't say it, but yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like $8 or $9.
Nah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was watching.
that's
I
good.
was watching a channel, Anthony's Horror and More, and he had just went there and he had like 3 shirts from Walmart. They were all cool, but he didn't have that Exorcist one though. He had some other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they had a Halloween one as well, and they had a Scream, a Ghostface one, and I can't remember. There might have been another one as well. And then I also, God, Sadie, please. I got this as well.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
really nice.
Yeah.
This one was $20, but they have other ones there too. I can't honestly remember what the other ones were, but I think one was a Batman one. That one I remember for sure. But this is the one, of course, I went for.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I keep forgetting to look at those. I've been in Walmart 100 times since I first saw them.
Yeah, no, because I usually, like, over the past, I think, year or two, I've been making sure to check out Walmart, because you go to like Spirit and stuff like that, and their shirts are like $20 to $30, but
Yeah.
Walmart for fucking $9, I mean, you can't beat that. So
Mm-mm.
Right.
just
No,
want to
that's
make sure
real
that I try to let everybody know, especially the Exorcist one, because
Yeah, that's a good
one
one.
is fucking beautiful.
That's cool.
Got what is it? Is it Pazuzu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a Pazuzu on there like that. Fuck yeah. So, yeah.
that's creepy, man.
Yeah, right? I love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to go on like
No,
that.
that's
fine.
great to tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll probably
'Cause
watch that GN. I'll probably watch that because Kenny's been recommended. I keep forgetting to watch it every week, so I'm gonna watch it for sure.
yeah, no, that one, and especially that Spoonful of Sugar, because of the way you were talking about the ending of it. Like, I love movies that have like a surprise twist ending like that. So yeah, that one for sure, I definitely want to check out.
Yeah, that one, at the end of that one, I actually stood up and I was like, no, what, my favorite thing is to say shut up like that. I literally got up and said, shut up, no, like that.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's just that kind of just and then it's like one of those ones where you sit at the end of the movie and then recycle to see if you missed anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not going to
Mhm.
say it's like Sixth Sense kind of, but it's not on that level, mind you. But it's like one of those that you sit back and it's like, shut up. What did I
Yeah.
miss? You know?
No, I gotcha.
Yeah. So
I love that. I love those in movies.
yeah, but that's definitely one where you're kind of watching and it's like, oh, okay. And it was like because it kind of had like that Hand That Rocks the Cradle vibe.
Uh-huh.
That's one Katie, I don't know if you see. I've never finished that one because where she's breastfeeding the kid, I was out after that. I was like, done. You know?
Yeah, no, I
But-
haven't seen that one yet either, but I do
Oh,
want
sorry,
to.
spoiler. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but that one just like no, I remember seeing that and it's just like no, there's like certain things that like bother me, and
Yeah,
that was just kind of enough for me,
yeah,
because I had rented that on VHS when that first came out, and it was just like nope, I'm done.
yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah,
No,
exactly, Sean. Peace out. I was done.
Yeah, I didn't remember that until you brought it up. It's like I don't know how I forgot something like that, but
Yeah, and and she was Rebecca De Mornay was so good in that. I could not watch another movie from her for a couple years after seeing that scene and how nuts she was on that. It was just like a single white female,
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh look, the girl from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, and I'm like, damn, that broad is nuts,
Yeah. Yeah, there was a few movies around that time period where it was like that. There was a bunch of these deranged,
Yeah.
people. They were always like the deranged woman, it was like all these different ones.
Yeah,
Single white female.
I think it started. Don't you think, guys, with Fatal Attraction?
I was gonna say,
Right.
Girls.
Yeah, definitely Fatal Attraction. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did an amazing job in that. That was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah.
good. There.
Just a rabbit scene where she's like, oh, man, that kitchen scene alone in that movie is just like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did really good in that. Yeah, she was completely unhinged.
Yeah.
No, that's what I love though. I've said it a few times in my videos that I love psychos for psychos. That's why I love the Joker and Harley Quinn so much, because they're crazy, and like Patrick Bateman too in American Psycho, like they're just completely insane. And I love characters like that. Like in movies, not in real life, but just in movies, I love that.
Right.
I love characters like that.
Yeah, but the beauty about the Glenn Close character was she didn't think she was nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
She did not think she was nuts, or unhinged or something like that. It's just like she thought she was right, and it's like
And that's what also is beautiful, is that not knowing, or even just like in Joker's case, like especially Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker when he burns the money, like he's the true psychopath, because he just wants chaos.
Yep.
He's not in it for money. He is not in it for any of what most people in the world. He just literally wants pure chaos, and I love that so much. It's beautiful, as far as that goes, and it's awesome. I love it. And
Yeah, that was a great portrayal.
Yep. Absolutely.
Seriously, yeah. It is so hard though for me to choose between Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix for the portrayal of who is the best Joker, because of course I love Jack Nicholson too, and then of course Mark Hamill as well. But with Heath Ledger, like that was on a whole different level, like beyond as far as playing Joker. But then with Joaquin Phoenix playing Joker, it felt so unbelievably real. That's why I don't know if you can even like compare them in a certain way, But I don't know.
they're-
That's my
Yeah.
opinion now, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Like-
they both did it different ways, but they were both really good the way they did it too. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I'm kind of excited, and like this might not be everybody's opinion, but I'm kind of excited to see how Lady Gaga is going to portray Harley Quinn in the new Joker movie, because I really actually liked her role as the vampire chick in Hotel, in you know, American Horror Story Hotel. I thought she did a really good job, actually. I was really surprised. I didn't think I would like her, because I don't listen to her music. I don't like that kind of music, you know, in any way. But for what it was, as her portraying that kind of a role, I thought she did a damn good job. And I think she might actually play a pretty good psycho as Harley Quinn. So I'm kind of excited to see what she's going to do.
I think she's a very good actress, because I liked her in Star is Born, and she was the best thing in that Gucci movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the movie itself, but her performance and Adam Driver's performance was good. You know?
I haven't seen either one of those, actually. The only thing I've seen her in was the Hotel for American Horror Story, so that's all I can base it off of. But no, I believe you that she's probably is, good in both of those as well. Because I do want to see A Star Is Born. I didn't even know she was in Gucci, so I do want to see that now because of that. But yeah,
Born is, you could probably find it at Dollar Tree, because
Oh.
that's where I picked it up, at Dollar
Yep,
Tree. But I
me
had
too.
watched that, you know, and I thought she was very good, and I thought she, like, the House of Gucci, too friggin' long.
yeah,
You know, that movie was too long, and the whole Al Pacino. We can get into this somewhere, but like the whole Al Pacino character just meant nothing to the movie just because Al Pacino was in the movie, you know. But yeah, but she's a very good actress. I'm anxious to see how she does in that too.
yeah.
Like, I just find it interesting how, like, actors kind of will pick different roles and not stay in the same role all the time, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean, what made me fall in love with Harley Quinn actually was Margot Robbie. Like, I never even knew who Harley Quinn was before her, but I actually love more the animated. But Margot Robbie is what introduced me to Harley Quinn. But I love the animated version from the original animated Batman series. That's the Harley Quinn I actually love. But Margot Robbie introduced me to Harley Quinn, so I got to pay homage to her for that. So
Birds
when
of Prey
they were saying about the Harley Quinn movies, I thought they were bringing the books, like the Harley Quinn romance books. I never heard of that character before.
Oh, okay,
and it was just like the ones that my mom used to read, you know, on the bus in the 80s, you know. I thought, why the hell are they doing a Harlequin romance novel for a movie, you know? But I didn't know the character. That's, you know, I'm not too much into like the universe with like all the superheroes and stuff. That's why I was telling these guys before, I don't know what's Marvel and DC. I just know, oh, it's another superhero movie coming out. And my nieces are like on top of me, you know, you can't see that. That's a DC movie. I'm like, it's Batman. You know, we were raised up in Batman, so it's like, of course I'm going to see Batman.
Why are they against DC movies?
They're like all for Marvel. Like I said to you, they won't watch Star Wars, but they'll sit and watch, you know, WandaVision 8 different times, you know, and they'll just pick out like little stuff with WandaVision. And I'm like, honey, you gotta watch Star Wars, you know? And they're like, oh, in due time, you know, and they'll just like, and they'll just like, they like the, what's the other show? The Marvel. Oh, is there a Miss She-Hulk and Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
She-Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, they like those.
And Miss
And
Marvel,
I looked at that She-Hulk and I'm like, that's garbage, girls. And they're like, oh no,
that was you know? Garbage supreme.
Yeah, She-Hulk was bad, but WandaVision, I did actually like that one. That one was pretty good. And that What If one, that one was pretty good too. The animated one where especially the zombie one, that one was really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
the 2 Marvel shows that I really like the best. Well, there's actually 3. I love Punisher. I thought that was a great series. That's like my favorite Marvel one. I love Daredevil.
That was Netflix. That was Netflix Marvel though, not Disney Marvel.
Well, I
Right.
seen it when it was because remember, guys, I don't have the Netflix. I just got Disney.
Yeah, it's
so,
on Disney Plus
Okay.
now.
Yeah, so it was like I seen it like when it was on Disney. So it was like Marvel, Daredevil, and I love Agent Carter.
Mhm.
Well, technically, it was just Marvel when
Yeah.
Netflix bought it from. But yeah,
Yeah,
but that
see,
that
I
was
see.
before Disney. Yeah, it was before
Bottom.
Disney.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm ignorant to it. I just don't know
Yeah.
enough about like all the superheroes and stuff. You know, it's like I just like remember like seeing like when we were kids, we had like superhero bedspreads and stuff like that. And, like you pick out like so it's like I don't even know like half of like because like when the X-Men were coming out and stuff, like I didn't know who the hell these people were. You know, I just
Yeah.
knew, Wolverine from Jay and Silent Bob, Wolverine, schnickety schnick. You know, that's all I knew about. That's all I knew about Wolverine. You know, that's all I
And-
knew. So it's just like
and-
I didn't know like the dude.
How
In
do you?
the,
They've been out before you were born. They've been out
Yeah.
since the '60s.
Yeah.
but I didn't. I wasn't around that. Like all
I
I knew
understand
was
not being
like
in the comic book. Well, the thing is, though, like when you were a kid, though, I mean, when like the nerds weren't like a big thing, you kind of the nerds were kind of shunned in school,
Yeah.
So I mean, like that culture wasn't prominent even when I was a kid. 'Cause, I was,
Mhm.
that was,
Yeah.
I mean, I did read comics a little bit. I wasn't hardcore into it, but I did read them. So, but
But see,
but now
when
it's
I
like the bees needs to be a nerd. It's
yeah.
not,
But it was like
everybody,
when I was a kid, it was like you had like the superheroes that were on channel, on ABC, like on, meanwhile at the Hall of Justice,
Right.
and that was the
Super Friends.
superheroes I knew. Yeah, the
Yes.
Super Friends.
Yeah, Super
So it
Friends.
was like, and I didn't
Yep.
know, like, I didn't know because I didn't get any comic books, until like Star Wars came out, and then it was like begging my mom to go down and get like the Star Wars, stuff, because Star Wars and Star Trek, that was like really big in my house. Buck Rogers,
Yep.
it was huge, and Battlestar Galactica with the Cylon
Yeah.
Warriors with the,
Oh yeah.
with the
Yeah.
light
Yep.
beam going back and forth. Oh man, that was great stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like I didn't know too much about like any of the like all the superheroes, other than what I seen like on Batman, like the Batman, the Riddler, all that stuff. Batman and Robin, Superman, of course.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
the Wonder Twins.
Oh yeah, and the little monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, what was the guy? What was the brother Marvin and something like that with the?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And then it was like,
Yeah.
and then like they always had like the offshoots of like Dynamite and Blue Falcon. It's like I
Yeah.
actually thought that was part of the superhero world, because I had no idea. I still don't know, and I'm old.
It's all right.
Yeah, we'll forgive you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
We'll
bud.
forgive you. We'll forgive you, Ken.
Team hug.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to find those Super Friends. I really liked those when I was little.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're on Max, Mike.
I think that weren't they Hanna-Barbera
Mhm.
Yeah.
or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
there's like a ton because like I like the only Batman like cartoon that I really liked was in '93 Mask of the Phantasm.
Mhm.
That was awesome because I remember getting a clamshell of that at the video store,
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
that was really good. And that's on Max because I just revisited that about a month ago.
Yeah,
I
I got
really
that on.
enjoyed that.
I actually got that on Laserdisc of all things.
Do you really? Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Cool.
Mhm.
My Laserdisc collection contained like basically every Steven Seagal movie in the '90s, and Waterworld. I remember that was a big one, and of course I had like about like 40 of them, and then when I moved, I just like gave them the Salvation Army. You know, if I knew you guys, you know, but that was like about like 75 pounds, like in a record crate, you know, just
Yeah,
because
they're
they were so
heavy.
damn heavy. Yeah.
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 Now I wish I would have kept them, you know, but
They're worse than vinyl. They're heavier. They're thicker than vinyl.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one that I bought was Usual Suspects because it had the audio commentary, and I was
Oh yeah.
fascinated, and I was absolutely fascinated by that movie. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
and I literally watched the movie like about 3 or 4 times with just the audio commentary director.
Mhm.
I was just fascinated how he set up the shots of the movie and the final scene with Spacey and stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
pretty
really
cool.
great movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never even heard of laser discs until I joined the YouTube community. Never even heard of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the guys we were talking about that a couple weeks, and those players were super expensive when they first came
Mhm.
out.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
remember going into a Best Buy, and they had the Van Halen Pound Cake video playing, and it's like, you know, new to Laserdisc. It was just like, you know, you had that like sound guy that came out, and it was just like, and then you had the beginning of Pound Cake, and you're sitting. Remember, they always had like 2 like theater chairs, like
Yeah.
in a
Mhm.
room by itself, you know.
Mhm.
And my mom's like, "Where the hell is Kenny at?" You know. My brother's pointing, you know, and she goes, "Oh, I should have known Van Halen," you know.
That's
You had to be pretty hardcore. You had to be a pretty big hardcore cinephile to get into laser discs back in the day.
Yeah.
Like Mike did. You got into them quite a bit. in the
yeah,
90s.
slowly. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was about 15 and I got one, but I got a very low end one and had to put it on layaway, and it was just like,
Mhm.
'cause
What
they
was
were
your first
expensive.
disc that you
But
got,
but
Mike?
the discs were expensive though too, weren't they? Like
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
$35.
yeah. I used to get a bunch of them for like 20 though.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a lot of older movies would be like 20 or something, but I don't know.
oh,
I got all kinds of different ones.
didn't
Yeah.
you tell me you did like didn't you do the what was the the mail-in company? What was that called?
Oh yeah. There was a place in Massachusetts called Sight and Sound.
Oh,
They did mail order, and then you could go to Suncoast, and they could
Mhm.
order stuff for you.
oh no, I was talking about didn't what was
I worked at Movies Unlimited.
not
That's where I
Publishers
got
Clearinghouse, but what was
Are you
that?
talking about
What was
Columbia
that?
House?
Columbia
Columbia
House.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Columbia House actually had a Laserdisc club. Yeah,
That,
and
oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, you could get 3 of them, and then I think I had my grandma, like I did her address, so I could get 3 more. So I was like, Grandma, have they come yet? Have they come yet? No.
Oh, yeah, it's story time, baby. You know the Columbia House CDs, right?
Mhm.
I have like a bunch of friends that are mailmen, okay? But my buddy Eric, sorry Eric, well it's like past the time now. Anyway, they don't even exist. But what he used to
Mhm.
do is he used to work at an he used to deliver mail at an apartment complex, okay?
Mhm.
So he used to go and just make up names like Kermit the Frog is an apartment like
Yeah.
8E or something like that. Well, he
Yeah.
knew the one side didn't have anybody there, okay? And he delivered their mail all the time. So he used to come up with like funny names. Like, you know, George Glass was one of them. And like the people from Columbia House should have known because it was like from 18 through 56 were all they're going to get all free compact discs.
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever
That
he
was
went,
a good plan, man. That was pretty
Yeah.
genius, actually.
yeah, so he
Yeah.
was getting 12 for a penny, and I remember going over his house. He goes, "Dude, you want to open up some discs?" And he just had like 5 mail totes of just like compact discs that
Oh
were
man.
never going to see light of day, like, you know, like them getting paid for it, you know. So when he used to get it, he used to just take like whatever like the new thing was, and then he would like put cancel, like all him and his girlfriend, then wife, were doing it, and he was like, "Oh, new tenants moved in," and it was like he kept on, and he must have. I'm not kidding you guys. He had like about 5,000 CDs at one
Oh
time
wow.
because he kept on doing
Yeah.
this, and it was just like
Ugh.
it was his mail truck, so he used to just take the truck, and it was like
That
but
was That was wow. That was
genius because he was like, "Dude, do you want the new like Alice in Chains album or something?" You know. And he's like, "I got like 3 copies of it," But that's a true story too, because we would
yeah.
go over there and watch wrestling pay-per-views. So his whole, dining room table was just filled with like these little boxes from Columbia House. He goes, "Dude, grab a knife, open them up," you know. But that's a true story too. But
Yeah.
those were fun times.
Yeah. I think a lot of people did that. I hear more and more stories about that, but yeah, I didn't do it on that level, but I did a couple of fake names. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was coming up with like he would like look through the TV guide to pick up names. Like, he had like all the Golden Girls getting like, metal Slayer and
Yeah.
Metallica stuff, and he never had to buy Christmas gifts because he's like, dude, I gave like like my cousin like the new Metallica or or the new Slayer or Kiss, because Eric is a huge Kiss fan like I am, so it was like he had like all the Kiss ones like over and over again. But
wow.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
sorry
That's fun.
about that, but I just that just like when you said about the laser disc, that just Eric, he just had them in totes, like mail totes, all the CDs and stuff, and they
Yeah.
were all like metal. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they had all kinds of stuff. I guess they had 8 tracks at one time. I know they had cassettes because I
Yeah.
got cassettes at
My
one
mom
point.
was in the 8-track club because we had like every Carpenters and Barry Manilow 8-track there was,
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Well, fellas, let's wrap it on up here. We're
All right.
about 3:10, so
Yeah.
well, thank you everybody for showing up this evening, and
Katie, thanks for coming on with
Thanks
us.
Yeah. Thanks, Katie.
Yeah, thanks, Katie.
for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Good.
Everybody's link is in the description. Katie's link's down there as well. If you want to find out where you can find her on YouTube, it's down below, and all of our links is in there as well. So thanks everybody for showing up and listening to us ramble on all night, and we'll see you guys next week at same bat time, same bat channel.
All righty.
See you guys later.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right. Bye,
See ya.
guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Katie.
You too.
Thank